All right, the stream's about to hear y'all guys now. Say what up to the chat, guys.
Yo, yo.
Welcome in, everybody.
Nick.
Yes, we're
In the
definitely
house.
talking about that tonight.
That's happening. Who did it?
Wonder
better,
who did
them
it better, them or Drake? Didn't Drake just drop a new record too?
Let's go full on to that trend, like just dunking on Drake. Well, I don't
No,
mind.
this is
Let's
not a
go.
music podcast, so that's not happening.
Yeah, thank you.
Drake.
This ain't hip hop unlocked. No, it's not.
World star.
World star.
I would love to open the can of worms about saying if Drake is even hip hop, but I'm not gonna go there. Let's just not even go. Let's just sign.
Everything's hip hop.
Let me just plug my topics real quick, and then we good to go, chat. We good to go. We got the gizzle.
And Heartless, don't forget to say thank you to Jason Customs. Don't forget.
To who?
The maker of his stick or his hitbox.
For a second, my brain went, huh?
The maker of that sweet ass hitbox that Heartless rocking. That is one fine piece of equipment. Makes me jealous. I want a nice big hitbox like that.
Alright, so we could do this next.
That shit is fire though.
What
Hey,
is?
box.
I love how you chose the blue buttons. I really those blue buttons are what do it for me. They just look so cool.
Yeah, nah, it is a nice soft piece of equipment. Alright, I'm finally in my room. I'm about to join the guest star.
Have you tested it on a PlayStation? You probably should. At least before you get to Evo, at least.
That's definitely true.
And then, I don't quote me on this, but if you go to Evo, you may be required to make a PSN account. I'm not sure because you're gonna be using. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't think you will. No, because it's gonna be done by
It's land, so I don't
just
think you're gonna
just
need to
land.
sign in.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, it's
Just
not an
local.
online tournament.
You will need to make a Start GG though if you haven't already.
I had to make a start GG just to sign up.
Yeah.
Wait. So this is a first time chatter. GZDR forever or 4EV. Those who disagree with what Sony did, keep that same energy. Know that Microsoft did it to Sony gamers who bought Sea of Thieves, and keep the same energy for Rockstar when they do it for GTA 6.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean,
let's pin that.
I can't
pin
be
that?
mad at
Am I
it.
able to pin this?
I
Am
can't
able
be
to
mad
pin
at
this?
it.
That's a good one. That's a solid message right there. That is a
Item post
pinnable
bought my stick.
message.
Listen, I can't be mad at that, fam. I cannot be mad at that.
Yo, my thing is if I buy a game on Steam, I should be able to play it from my Steam account.
You can, but just make the PS account. It's fine. It only takes like a minute, you know.
It's not even about the fumbling of the bag with Microsoft, but we're saying that it's not unprecedented. It's happened before.
Yeah. It's just, and what we're really gonna be upset at is the fact that they're removing the game from more than 3/4 of the world or whatever.
Yeah, because it's only approved to 69 countries, right? Out of
Yeah, so
160. That's wild, bro.
170 countries no longer have access, or 107 countries or something like that no longer have access to the game.
All right, listen. Let's just save that for the podcast, please. We're not gonna talk about this right now just yet. We're gonna get into the show. We're about to get started. Give us like a few minutes. We're gonna get into it. Okay.
Yeah, and no free content.
All of our content's pretty much free.
Pretty much.
Except for my OnlyFans.
Feet fans?
Is it confirmed? Cash is on Fee Finder. Is that confirmed?
Not yet.
Confirm that.
Not yet. Where is the guest star? Oh, I definitely lost it. It's right here.
And
Heartless, let me know if you get that. If you saw the invite, I'll send another one.
You got it. I'm just putting my hair up so I can be on camera. Nice and
I
pretty.
haven't played Helldivers in a while, but they haven't done that.
I can't play
The game is
Helldivers,
not fun.
unfortunately.
They haven't done that exclusive skins only for PlayStation kind of stuff yet, have they? Is that a thing?
Are they gonna? I don't know. I haven't yet, so I haven't.
You know, on that, a lot of times with these games, if they make you do something like this, sign up for a special account, usually there's a free cosmetic that comes with it. Normally, right? WB and MK has always done that like that. Fortnite does that, I think. So why not here? Why not this time?
Got 20 viewers, 16 on X, 4 on Twitch.
How many on OnlyFans?
We're about to get more.
Oh, yeah, it's about
About to get more.
It's about to go down. It's definitely about to go down.
How many on OnlyFans? Are we allowed to talk about stuff like that?
We're currently not live on OnlyFans, unfortunately.
Maybe you're not. I'm just kidding.
Alright, okay. Just waiting for Heartless a minute. There you go, Heartless. I see you on the X. Shout out to Heartless on X.
We need the deets. I need the deets.
I'll get my camera on in a second. Let me turn my virtual camera on. Alright guys, give me a minute. Let me close out my tabs.
Yeah, too many tabs, Heartless.
I think I have over 100 tabs open right now.
For real?
Yeah.
Why? You have a tab open from like 2015 still, or what?
Right?
Definitely a lot of tabs here, I'll tell you that.
Damn, no gray sweatpants, bulge cam. Honestly, tragic. Wow.
Who
Wow.
said that? Project? I'm assuming it's Project.
Project.
Of
course.
Just by reading the comment alone, we all know. We all know that energy. We know that energy.
All right.
Well, all the people watching, thanks for tuning in.
What's
big news that has
goody? What's good, guys? Welcome in. Welcome in.
If anyone watched any Evo Japan last weekend, tell us know what you thought. If anyone disagrees that Mana's the greatest modern Street Fighter player of all time, I want to talk about it. Let's go. Drop those comments in chat, because he's definitely the GOAT at this point in time. He is the Michael Jordan of Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 6. I don't think there's anyone else.
You talking about Mana?
Mana, yeah. Like, can you think of anyone that's been as dominant as him in the last two games of Street Fighter? I can't think of anyone else. Maybe except for maybe Infiltration. But Infiltration was dominant in Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter Cross Tekken and those games. So that's maybe
My phone has so many tabs
previous
open.
generation,
No, but
but
just say the smiley face. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes too, Project. Yeah, mine just has the smiley face. That's crazy. I know exactly what you're talking about. Why you assume that was me? There's like 4 regular who could have said that. Who else, Project, would have said something like that?
Ooh, no, that's Project Energy. We all know. That's your patented Project Energy. And we love you for it. Cool.
All right, so what the hell? My bad. Let's go back to this. Switch the date. Let's kill the music. All right, let's do this goddamn intro. And
All
let's
right,
get into
count
the
it
show.
down.
You know?
Let's do it.
And a 1 and a 2.
I'm still closing out tabs. It was just
Oh my god. All right.
Just press the X at the top, or at the top, and close them all.
no, I
Start
need to
again.
make sure they're tabs that I can afford to lose.
Okay. All right. Let me get started. All right. Welcome to the Gamer Actual Podcast, a weekly podcast dedicated on discussing some of the biggest in gaming news. You can find us on all major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify, with the visual version of this podcast being available on youtube.com/gameractual. This podcast is also brought to you in part by the guys over at X Elements. To find out more about X Elements and what they do, the info will be included in the show notes. Now, with all that said, I'm your host, Cash, and with me tonight, I got my co-host, Germ, and the Heartless fellas. What's good? Welcome in. How are ya?
Yo, everybody, what's good?
What's up? Happy Cinco de Mayo, all.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
hopefully
yeah, that's
you're
right.
in-
Happy Cinco de Mayo, folks. What's good?
Yeah, hopefully you have a little Corona with a lime wedge in your hand right now. Cheers to you. Yeah.
Yeah, fellas. So, what are you guys playing nowadays? Germ, I'll start with you.
I am still almost at the end of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I succeeded, fellas. I took Tifa on that date. It happened. I raised her up the day. She was the one.
Oh, let's
But the
go.
game's great. I'm enjoying it. I've done some of the side content, but
Mhm.
I'm almost at the end of the main story now. And next, I'm gonna try to do all those mini games that they have. Like Tifa does this one where she does like sit-ups in the gym and and like all these different exercises. Like so I'm gonna do all those.
Okay.
And of course, still on that Marisa grind.
All right, Heartless, what are you playing when you're not on stream?
This week's been a pretty dope week for me, actually. I had
Yeah.
something come in the mail for me. And I've been playing mostly Street Fighter. I mean,
wanna show it off?
Only Yeah, I do want to show it off.
Let the people see what you got.
So I've been rocking this all week.
Wee, what a beauty!
This is actually so
What a
beautiful.
beauty.
Yeah, it's
A
dope.
beautiful piece of equipment. So I've been really grinding this for the hitbox. Been playing a lot of Street Fighter and trying to get this down before Evo.
That's what's up.
So you 100% hitbox certified? No, you're not
Yeah.
looking back.
No, not looking back at all.
Yeah.
That's right. That's awesome.
For me, what I've been playing.
sweet.
Sorry, go ahead, Jim.
I was gonna say, who made that for you? What brand is that?
Oh yeah, this is a custom piece actually. It comes from Jason's Customs, and it was given to me by my community and my sponsors over at X Element, and it's just I'm really grateful to have it. I've been playing on keyboard and arcade stick together at the same time to emulate this for like 9 months now. So to have this happen for me is really great.
That's
And that's Jason's Customs for those
Jason
of you who are
Customs? Nice.
yes, Jason's Customs.
That's dope.
Check 'em
That's
out.
dope.
That is
Nice.
dope. It is
They
dope.
look like they look solid. Looks like a great hitbox.
It is. I don't think it's ever gonna break. To be honest with you, and you
Yeah.
can pop the buttons out and put new buttons in. Like
That's the
easily.
idea.
It's that
That's the
durable.
idea.
Watch this.
Don't drop it.
Watch
So how
this,
you
guys.
gonna?
Watch this.
What's the future of this? Are you putting stickers? Are you putting decals? What's the future?
I just took the button top off.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can pull it right out. There's a tool for it, but it comes right out. You pull it right out from here.
Yeah. Okay,
Yep,
that's dope.
And then it is dope.
What's the future of this? What kind of decals and stickers can we look forward to?
Um,
Jury.
No,
Jerry?
Jury on one
Just a
side,
pair of
Chun on the
J's.
next side.
that
Yeah.
would be cool. But this is blue. I was thinking Chun Li. I like Chun Li. She's more aesthetically pleasing for me than a Jerry. So
Okay.
getting a custom plexi with Chun Li on it or something like that. Who knows? Maybe I could do something even not even fighting game related.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Imagine
something
my
like
face.
a KXI.
Imagine my
logo.
face.
Well, I say for a person who's called the Heartless, where's the King of Hearts representation on any of your channel?
No, we got Keyblade emotes.
Let's say it.
So you could put the Keyblade emote on there.
Yeah, get Keyblades.
Keyblades would be really cool, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That'd be really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. For me, I recently started playing Jedi Survivor because I didn't start playing that game. So, fun fact: I got that game when it just came out. I actually got it a week before most people did, and I didn't play
Nice.
the game because I had so
Wow.
many other games that I was playing. So I
Those
think
games are
I'm
fun though.
yeah, but I'm thinking about doing a new series on my stream called it Enter the Backlog, where because I have so many games that I'm playing that I haven't beaten yet. So I'm just gonna start going to games that I've started but didn't finish, and
Give
I'll
us
just
the
play
over
those.
under. What's your backlog?
What?
Give us
Jeremy,
the
I have
over
over
under.
100 games in my backlog. I can't count those. I can't.
That's
count them out.
crazy.
I can't count
That's
them out.
crazy.
So that's why I would do Enter the Backlog, and I'll just because a lot of games I start them but I never finish them because games are coming out at such a rapid pace, and I don't
Yeah.
have the time to like dedicate so much time when because it's like it's back to back. They keep coming back, bro. They keep coming
I have
out.
complained about this in the past. Games
Yes.
come out too fast now.
Yeah,
Way
so
too
it's-
fast.
It's like I
Hold
can't
on.
have the time to play them.
Well, first off, Germ's willing to pay them more money per game for them to slow down on making games.
That's what. Yeah, I'm willing to
Eh,
pay more so that I don't have money to buy games, so I actually
and ca-
finish them. You know?
In cash, what's the game you keep going back to?
Game I keep going back to, bro. I mostly go back to fighting games to be honest with you.
That's
No,
funny.
that I know.
So I
know
go
you
back
be
to Street.
picking up
So
Titanfall.
like the game that I would frequently go back to, it's either Street Fighter, DBFZ. I haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom in a long time, and then I play Marvel Snap. Those are the three games I'll play. I'm most likely to be playing off stream.
So you don't pick
Nice.
up Titanfall every now and again. You should.
No, because I don't have a
champion
team.
that game.
Titanfall is way more fun when you have a squad.
We can play it again for sure.
Yeah.
make it happen.
We just need to practice. Like most of the guys that we were playing with recently, I know a lot of these guys didn't have the experience with Titanfall, so that's why we all got rolled. I'm gonna be honest.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's
much.
why. That's why.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna throw that question to you, Harless. So, outside of Street Fighter, what's the game that you keep coming back to?
Street Fighter.
All Street Fighter games are off the table here.
That's all this man
Wow.
plays. He plays Call of Duty. I want to bet. I can put
Oh
money
yeah,
on that.
you know what? I actually do play Call of Duty Warzone with my brother and my
Gasp.
friends.
His
Off stream.
fans gasps.
But you know what's crazy? I actually don't like. I Call of Duty Warzone is the one game that stutters on my PC. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's the one, and I don't like it, and I don't enjoy Call of Duty because of this.
Oh wow.
For me,
do
it's
not.
Slay the Spire. I come back to that game all the time.
Oh really?
That's crazy.
Anytime I have a couple extra spare minutes, Slay the Spire is on my Switch.
Chat.
I
What's
keep
your
coming.
What's your go-to game? Bellow Legends is saying Spider-Man and God of War Ragnarok, and that's true.
Really?
Whenever I hop into Discord, because Bello and I are friends, well in real life and also on Discord, I can see this dude is always either playing God of War. It's like a bedtime story for this guy. I feel like he plays it at the like even late at night, bro. I'll just be in Discord, like if I'm working on scripts or
Are we
whatever.
talking God of War Ragnarok main campaign or that bonus thing?
I
that
have
they
no
came-
idea what this man is playing, bro. But I know he's either in God of War or Spider-Man. I swear to God, he's always playing the game.
Shout out to Bello for keeping for the repping the Spider-Man. That's awesome. I hope you play Spider-Man in Marvel 3 because you got to represent if you're that big of a fan.
He says the campaign. He plays the campaign, bro. That
Campaign?
means you know the campaign in and out, then, bro.
Yeah.
Are you speed running the game? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
That could be a new there's money in speedrunning. Make a channel around that, Bello. You can that'll be your moneymaker.
Yeah, well, yeah, bro. That's what we've been playing. So yeah, let's switch up topics real quick. So the games that came out this week, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's
Suck.
pretty. Yes, it's pretty.
What is this?
It's mid. It's very mid.
Mid. Go
I'm
pull
being
up a clip
polite,
of-
bro. It's mid.
Go
That's
pull
it,
up
man.
a clip of the Lullaby of Life. Go pull it up.
Hey, that's
I
the
dare
game that
you.
I was gonna
That's the
say I
game Jared
like.
wants to
Of
play.
course, it's because it's a platformer. I hate it. It's got no love.
Yo, but we're gonna start with Sherwood Extreme. I don't know what the hell this is, but it looks like um
If you ask me, it looks like just another Fortnite clone.
not for me. It looks like Roblox to me. It's more realistic, not realistic, but a more polished
It looks like a
Roblox.
Minecraft. Fortnite
Minecraft.
clone.
There we go. I'll say
Yeah.
Roblox. Minecraft. More polished Minecraft to me.
And open sandbox building games, resource management games, those are cool, but I didn't play Fortnite. I have probably played about 30 total minutes of Fortnite in my life. So
Oh, really?
that I skipped that. Yeah, I skipped that generation. 'Cause I never had a PC to play it on. So I never got the full optimal experience.
I don't know.
So it never grabbed me.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling this year with extreme stuff.
I'm not either.
Yeah,
It
me
not
definitely
neither.
looks like a Fortnite Sea of Thieves looking thingy that just
Yes.
I don't know, bro. This is not it. It's not it.
So we were talking about games coming out so quickly before. It's
Mhm.
like, and games like these are like, or what games that might be distracting us from the big games out there.
Mhm.
Like, so shout out to all you indie developers. You guys do amazing work. You guys keep the industry moving forward and innovating. But come on, like,
So
let's put those
Monkey
efforts
said, "Why are
towards.
you talking about games you don't like?" Oh, it's just about the games that just came out this week. We're going over the
Yeah.
We
games
just
that came out this week.
yeah.
So
We
we
look
give
for
our
games that release this week and we kind of like check them out, look into them, and see if we like them. So far, we're 0-2.
right.
Yeah, we're trying to put games that may not necessarily be for us, but they may be for you, and we're trying to put them on your radar.
Right.
So
So if you guys like them, like share your thoughts. If you disagree with what we're saying about the games, we have no problem with you guys pointing that out.
That's actually a big goal of ours.
Yeah. We
Our-
want the
Is
discourse.
to
We welcome
we
it.
want the discourse. We welcome it. What like and we're not trying to essentially create disagreements, but we want to actually express ourselves in a way that people who disagree with us feel comfortable speaking up, and we can have discourse about it.
for all the
Respectfully,
Twitch
of
chat
course.
here,
Respectfully.
here's a link to the trailer for this game. You guys are more than welcome to make your own conclusions about it. But yes, but that is our goal: is for you guys to get exposed to a game you guys may have otherwise never heard about. So,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so that's definitely not my cup of tea. This next game, I'm not sure either. It's called Lullaby of Life. This is Germ's choice. I do stress it's Germ's choice. These are not the views of the podcast.
Jeremy, you're fired.
We literally just had that whole rant about we honor games that come out, and this game came out on April 30th for Switch, Xbox, and PC. And
What is the game about, Jerm? Fill us in.
Sperm. It looks like a sperm searching for its egg.
The game doesn't really have like a story, but the game is like you're like
I'm
this
clipping
little,
that, bro. I am
this little
clipping that.
amoeba thing, and you're traveling on these like veins, and your job is to collect these other little buddies, and they give you powers, and they help you get through the levels. Like if anyone who's played
This kind of looks
Celeste,
cool, though.
this is like that. This is like Celeste.
I'm starting to
or-
change my mind. I'm kind of warming up to it. I can see myself
Anyone-
playing this around my kids, and that's
Yeah,
the
but
only
it-
reason why I would play it.
Anyone who's a fan of platformers like Celeste or like Donkey Kong or games like those, I think this would be a game that people would like. I personally am gravitating towards the color palette and the art style. I find it really interesting.
It's
I
very
mean, the
original.
fact that it's so sort of oddly shaped that intrigues me even more because I.
I'm just a hater, huh?
Is it a console game or is it? Because I could see me playing this on a phone, not a console. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Xbox, PC, and Switch, and it's also available.
What?
on Epic.
For what reason? You could play
This
this
looks like a
on
mobile
Nokia.
game, though.
You could play this on a Nokia.
This man. There's no.
That's
Do
what
they,
makes
are they
it
still making phones,
awesome.
bro?
Could you not play this on the earliest version of the iPad Touch
Jeez.
from
Okay.
2006?
Chat, what do you guys think about this? I think this game looks.
So you
really
guys want to
fun
be the next
play around with.
IGN? In what way, Monkey? What are you talking about? Fill us in.
See, we asked for the discourse. Monkey's got our back. We appreciate you.
Right?
Yeah, the game. I think this game looks really cool. It looks like you're like in the body traveling cells kind of thing, and I like it. I like the sort of watery level gameplay. I like these sort of
Let's pull up
puzzles,
the synopsis.
platforming puzzles. I'm not gonna go so far as say this looks like a Metroidvania game because it doesn't say
No,
that
it's
here in
not.
any of the descriptions. But I like platformers. I like platform games, and
I'll give you guys a synopsis in a second.
literally this keeps making me think of Celeste. If anyone who likes Celeste, I think this game is for you.
All right. So, The Lullaby of Life is a puzzle adventure where you encounter puzzles solved through timing based music notes. Oh, okay. So, those are music notes that you're doing with time based. Okay, cool. Solve
It
these
works.
challenges by using sound waves matched in sequence of different colors and symbols. The game's available on Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Xbox, Microsoft Windows, iOS. So, it is on iPhone, it's on iOS. Xbox Series X, Series S, Mac, and Mac operating systems. Yeah.
I would need a controller to enjoy a game like this, like buttons to press.
I don't think
Why
so.
not a touchscreen?
I could
I
just tap the screen. I looks like I just tap the screen.
This game looks gas to me.
Oh, they
I
found the
can't
egg.
enjoy
Oh,
it.
why? No.
Never mind.
Another one.
Does
If
it
this
make
game
it
had a free
come?
demo,
No, it doesn't
I
make me
would be all
uncomfortable
over it.
being compared to IGN. No. Most people probably would be, but like,
What's wrong with IGN?
is that a joke? Are you
that a
being
joke?
serious?
Is that your
I'm being
first?
dead serious.
Is that the first? Is you trying to make discourse? Is that the goal? That's our goal, right?
Right?
We can just forget I asked that.
But I think this game looks fun. I love the color palette. I love the art style. I want to try this.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what your goals are essentially. Our goals are just to build a community of people that love video games and love talking about video games. Pretty much,
Talk about games.
we're fostering that
and-
community right now.
One of our goals too would be obviously to support small indie developers like the maker of this game, Lullaby. So
Nice segue,
yeah,
Jordan.
marketing is expensive for these.
We could do the
people.
opposite. We could do the opposite of supporting them because if you put a game on here that I'm hating on, I'm just gonna be hating on it, and then
But-
it'll be palpable hate, and then the audience will feel it, and then it'll be like if the Heartless is not enjoying this game, then will I
But-
enjoy this game?
But so you're the only one. Remember, there's 3 of us here, sir. So there's different views here.
Yeah,
We have
well,
different
it-
viewpoints here. Because
Exactly.
I was
See,
coming
like,
in on your
we all
side just
know-
now. Remember,
we all know
we
Heartless,
started.
how you feel against platformers. You
Right,
seem to
we
have some allergic reaction to any platformer out
Yeah,
there.
we started. I started on your side just now. Now I'm more
Yeah.
leaning to Germ's side because the game's grown on me. So I'm liking
Yeah,
the game.
it just looks like fun button pressing.
Yeah, this is. I don't think this game takes much
challenge
dedication to
puzzle.
play. That's what I
Yeah.
think about this game.
And I'm all about this casual, just pressing buttons, having a good, enjoying an experience. And this looks fun. I've said it many times. I enjoy my Switch for games like this, where I can just sit somewhere, waste some time, and while I'm waiting in, waiting at in a waiting room somewhere, I'm playing
think-
something like this.
I
Yeah,
just
this
think
is
we
like I
spent way
said.
too
This,
much
this
time on
is
this
more of
game.
like a time consumer game, like a time waster game. You can just play
It's
this.
consumed a lot of our time, I'd say.
Jesus Christ! All right, we're moving on.
Moving
We're
on.
moving on.
Moving on.
On to the next game.
We should just retitle this podcast "Platformers Beware." Platformers, welcome here.
No,
Gatekeeping platformers.
no. I will not be known as the hater. I play Temple Run. I know about platformers.
That's not a platformer.
Temple
What?
Run is a platformer.
Is
Temple
not
Run
a
is a platformer, but
platformer.
still, like
It-
that's
it- it just-
old,
it's
bro.
just in third person point of view from the backside. It's just not from the side. So,
Wow,
And
Heartless,
everyone,
wow.
everyone knows we want that backside. It's confirmed. Heartless likes backside.
But so another Xbox title just recently went to Sony, which is Sea of Thieves, and I think it's doing pretty good. I think I have to double check
well,
this.
We're skipping one new release.
Mhm.
The Curse of Grimsey Island. Sea of Thieves, it did come out. So we talked about this previously on a previous
Mhm.
episodes when Xbox exclusives were coming over to PlayStation, and this is one of the first ones to come over. And sales have been through the roof
Mhm.
so far. It's a top performer on PlayStation.
On
last month.
PlayStation. So
Yeah.
it begs the question. Germ and I were just talking about this off stream. It begs the question, right? When Xbox comes out with games like these, and we have people who are PlayStation loyalists kind of hating on the game. This game's garbage, this, that, and the third. But then the game comes to your platform, and the game is essentially, I won't say breaking records, but it's being one of the top sellers at the time. It kind of makes me think that they're just hating just to hate on the game, in my
Yep.
opinion, because you're supporting the game. Like, one would think the game coming to your platform, you guys would ignore it, but that's not what's happening. People are playing the game on PlayStation.
Yeah, like the commenter earlier said, bring that same energy against, if you're bringing that same energy against Sony, bring that same
Exactly.
energy against all the companies that are
Yeah,
doing
but
the
you're
same thing.
you're not. You're kind of
Anyone who
not.
has loaded up Fortnite in the last 10 years has done this. It made you make an Epic account right from the start, no matter what platform you play it on. So, but that's besides the point. We're talking about Sea of Thieves.
Yeah. And
The,
I've never played this game. Just to put that out there. I've never played Sea of Thieves. And I've been labeled an Xbox loyalist.
I really, really like the art style.
No, it
It's
does look
like
cool. It looks cool.
not Counter Strike.
Fortnite.
For Team Fortress. I really
Okay.
like the art style. And I kind of mentioned I was on Hades' stream yesterday, and I was asking about Destiny. Like, how come all first-person shooters seems like they've gotten kind of a little stale? But they all kind of do the same things for the most part.
I mean, there's no
Like, where's
innovation
the
in first-person
innovation?
shooters, bro.
Like, where's the innovation for first-person shooters? Like, why wasn't there more like this era, like old guns and that
the-
kind of stuff?
The
And
last
kinda-
time we had
cool.
like innovation to first-person shooters, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it again. Titanfall. Titanfall.
That actually did.
No,
come
what
out.
about Splitgate?
What? What's
What
Splitgate
about
do?
They got it's like it's like Portal and Halo mixed together.
Meh.
I'm gonna go and say Portal was
The
the
PS fans are
Portal's not
saying
really
they're
a
getting
first-person
the
shooter,
definitive
but I would say
version.
it's the last innovation.
Okay, hold up, Jeremiah. Let me read what this viewer just said. The PS fans are saying they are getting the definitive version of the Xbox game. Ray tracing, HDR, DualSense support, performance mode, etc. But that's okay, sure, but again, they're still getting an Xbox game. That's the point. They're still playing an Xbox game. Like you would
I
think.
want to put a challenge. I want to
Mhm.
put a challenge out there to all of us as in the minds of gamers. Is we talk about this like there's Nintendo titles, there's Steam titles, there's PlayStation titles, there's Xbox titles. We should just talk about games as games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I granted Halo's only on Xbox, but we should just address it as just a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not exclusive to just an Xbox or whatever.
I'm
'Cause I
willing
think
to
have an
try out
Xbox
Sea of
Valve,
Thieves.
though.
If I have enough people to play this with, I'd try it out for sure.
said the same
It
thing
looks
about
like a
Power
better
Worlds.
version of what Thing was trying to be, which is what's the name of this game that I played recently? Skull and Bones. This looks like a much better version of Skull and Bones because you can actually get
Bones.
off the ship and do stuff.
Skull of Bones is so boring.
Bro,
Literally a scale ship simulator. So boring.
Yeah,
but-
Skull and bro. I tried my hardest not to, because I saw so many people dogpiling on Skull and Bones, and I tried my hardest not to say anything. I didn't even post a video. I just left it alone because I'm like, yeah, me saying something is not adding to the conversation anymore at this point. It's whatever needs to be said has already been said, so I left it
Yeah.
alone.
And I literally, this is essentially Skyrim, but for pirate people. You know,
This looks
like if you're
fun,
into
though.
pirates,
It looks
this
fun.
looks fun.
But I like, again, see, games like this feels like it would be more fun if you had someone to play it with. And if I don't, I'm not going to try it out. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of games like this that I would try out if I had people who are willing to try it with me.
Yeah.
But if
bring
not,
back
I'm
local
not going to
co-op,
dedicate any kind of
please.
time to it.
Bring back local co-op. That's what I would say. I miss the days of being able to play games with my brothers or sisters. You know, games like this, just on the couch together. That element of gaming has really been lost to time.
By the way, shout outs to GZ. I don't know how you found us, but shout outs to you. Appreciate you coming in and just watching the stream.
Yeah. Appreciate it. I'm gonna drop follow.
Germs like bring local co-op back. What pays $60 a person in my household? Just
Local co-op, you don't need. No, local co-op doesn't require that.
No,
As
you
long
don't
as
need
you
that.
have
That's
one copy
one
of the
game.
game,
Nah,
one
I'm just
game.
making a joke.
controllers,
I'm
you're
just
good
making a
to go.
joke.
No, he was
I'm
trying to
just
say
making a
that you love spending more money on games, Jerm. That was a joke.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Heartless is on a mission today. He's creating the discourse.
Honestly,
I'm on to you.
I forgot all about that until we got on the podcast, and then memories from the previous podcast began flooding through my head, and all I could think about is the
He
fact
did
that
say he
you
wouldn't pay $120 for Grand Theft, though. He
I
did say
would
that.
not. No.
I said I would.
I said about 85 is like the cap for me. 85 is the cap for me.
85. Okay.
Would y'all pay $20 a month to play Grand Theft Auto?
20? No, I wouldn't.
No, I
Definitely
wouldn't.
not. Definitely
would
not.
not.
That's not happening. I'm sorry. Nope.
No, without no way.
You mean just pay to play the game? So would I own the
Yeah,
game?
it's a subscription. No,
No,
it's a
no,
subscription.
no. I need to own. I
First
need
of
to own the
all,
game.
I play a game. I play maybe once, twice. I play to completion. I'm done with it. So I'm gonna be playing monthly for a game that I may not play for a few months at a time. Nah, I just want to play it once at a time. Put it on a shelf if I want to. That's my choice, you know.
Mhm.
And come back to it whenever
I
I
just
want.
like seeing my Steam collection build up.
Wow. Okay.
I have 50 games on Steam. To me, that's like,
Oh, really? You do?
yeah, there's 16 of
Yeah.
my favorites, and uncategorized, there's 34.
My PlayStation Cloud's
cool.
probably got about the same. Probably close to 100 at this point. But most of it's on the cloud. I have very few that are actually on my hard drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cloud, like PlayStation account, for each tier you get like more cloud space, and I have the bottom tier, and I have only filled about 10% of it. So, and I have like 100 plus games on there. So, yeah, it's really cool. And then in case there's a certain game I want to play, I just download it from the cloud, install it. It takes like 40 minutes based on my internet connection, and then I just play it. And
So
I can
do you-
actually do it from the app on my phone. If I want to, like, hey, I get the inkling to play something, I can queue it up on my phone to download to my PlayStation, and by the time I get home, it's there.
Mhm.
So,
So
it's cool.
Jeezy said Ghostwire Tokyo and Deathloop are Xbox games that were PS Time exclusive. That's for sure. That perform better on Sony consoles due to Xbox Series S and X party parity clause. Oh, okay. Ghostwire. Yes, I know that. I know about Deathloop, but I didn't know about the Ghostwire situation because I wasn't really following that game.
Nice. Yeah, pretty much anytime, every month when PlayStation releases the 4 free games they come out with,
Mhm.
my library grows by 4 in the cloud. So it's,
Oh yeah, because you get them for free.
yeah, and they're free forever. Like as long as I keep paying my PlayStation, they're there for me forever. I'm just thinking, Bello seems like he's got the same energy. 290 on his PlayStation 5. I bet you most of that's on the cloud. Probably no more than 30.
Wait,
probably
you got 290 games on his PS5? Is that what you're
probably
saying?
only 30 are
That
probably actually on
PS5
the
is worth
PS.
thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Would y'all buy a PS5 that has 300 games on it for $1,000?
I think that's
Yes.
worth it.
I would.
I think that's worth
good,
it.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally would.
Yeah, that definitely.
You know what I would buy? I would buy a retro arcade cabinet that had all the Street Fighter games in it, including 6. That's what I
For
would
sure.
buy.
For sure.
I would buy that, and I would pay $1,000 for that. And that would be so cool to have that in my house. That would bring back co-op gaming. You know?
I think you can build that for less than half.
Mm-hmm. Give me a quick second. Let me
Maybe.
go back to GZ. I want to know what his thoughts are about if they're playing Sea of Thieves, if they're enjoying it. Are you enjoying Sea of Thieves? What are your
I've
thoughts
seen
on the
people
game?
play Sea of Thieves on Twitch, on stream, and it's a fun game to watch. They all have fun
So
playing it.
Monkio wants me to play it on stream, but again, I'm not playing it alone, so I would have to get, and I think it's crossplay too, so that's actually pretty good. But yeah, another game that came out this week. I think we kind of glanced over it last week, but it kind of did something amazing in like the past couple of days, which was Mana Lords. I think it broke records. It broke Steam records of being, I think, the first RTS game to reach a concurrent viewership of 170,000 players.
Yeah. This
Which
game
is
came out
freaking
last
incredible.
week. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to talk about it because there were so many other topics, but it is blowing up the internet right now.
Yeah, it plays great and smooth. That's okay. That's good. I would definitely try it out. But how many players is the game? Does anybody know? Monkey, will let me know. But yeah, the game is doing amazing right now, bro.
Yeah, 160 concurrent users as of April 26th.
Mm-hmm.
So a little old news. Still,
160,000 concurrent users.
yeah.
160,000. Yes.
Only games that are outperforming it at that time were PUBG, Dota, and Counter-Strike 2.
But
PS2.
not only that, let's
So,
stop and appreciate the fact that this is a RTS game, bro,
mhm,
that has that many players. That's
yeah.
incredible.
So as comparison,
Mm-hmm.
and here we are. I'll be the one that does it this time. Suicide Squad on April 22nd only had 202 players, as compared to 160 for Manor Lords. And it being an RTS game is good, and the game is actually on sale up until May 10th. It's only $30. So that's a good deal.
Yeah.
But RTS games, I'm a huge fan of RTS style games. XCOM 2 is one of my all-time favorite franchises of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel, Midnight Suns, games like those I love.
Bro,
You can kind
I
of
have Marvel Midnight Suns and I haven't played it.
yeah, I
I
love
can't
it.
get
I
into it.
mean, I love the gameplay, not so much the other
I can't
dates
get
and
into it.
stuff.
I tried
But
it. I really
it's
tried.
got some serious pacing problems that are a huge barrier to getting into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Um, But I guess you could kind of call For Honor kind of an RTS. It's got RTS elements to it, and I love games like those.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not. I can't. I tried it, bro. I want to play it just for the story, but I can't get into it. I
but the
cannot.
main news that I want to shout out, we were talking about putting indie developers on your radar. Manor Lords, according to reports,
Mm-hmm.
One person.
was made and developed by a single person,
That's
one
incredible.
person. That is
And
incredible.
Makes you
and he's
wonder,
recouped
were they
more.
using AI?
Yeah, that I was just about to say that. Like we've had we've had passionate discussions about AI technology on
Did
this
they?
podcast, and this ties right into Heartless's point about being able to enable creative people to have a vision, realize the vision, and put out the vision.
Was it
I
made with
don't know.
AI though? Was
I
that
don't
is
know
that
if this.
confirmed?
I don't know if it was made with AI, but if it was made with AI, that definitely proves what I said. How the use of AI, rather than it taking jobs away from people,
It
it can take
simplifies.
single people.
Mm.
It can take single people, and instead of forcing them to look for jobs, it can turn them into their own business.
Right.
And if this was the case here, this would be a clear-cut example of that.
I don't disagree, but I still stand by my initial points on those episodes where if everyone is a content creator, who is there to consume content? Because there has to be a
That's
certain limit of people that
you,
put the
you
stuff
know
out.
you know what I've come to notice is that content creators also consume content.
Mm-hmm.
And just because you're a content creator does not mean you're gonna stop consuming content.
Yeah,
I
because
think
it's gonna everybody's gonna always have an audience because things appeal differently to different people.
I think over time, I think A-list celebrities will die out, and
It's
I
already
think
happening.
and I think you'll have a bunch more of D and C-list celebrities across the board. And instead of celebrities making millions and millions of dollars a year, we have people who accept making $150,000 a year with a smaller fan base, and AI helps bring people to that level for sure. It
Okay,
But
helps.
I
but
have I have
but
an
the
answer to our question about the AI thing for Manor Lords. According to Google, according to Unreal.com, Manor Lords used Unreal 4. That's what it was made on. So, and I do know that Unreal engines do have AI elements to it. So there most likely was some form of AI used. But yeah, mainly Unreal 4. That's what
no
it
no
was made on.
Unreal 4 it has it, but we don't know if they utilized it in the development of this game. So
It says it was made on that's the game engine. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
think so.
Unreal has AI tools, but it doesn't mean that he utilized those tools to make the game. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So to back on Heartless's point, like, yeah, I don't necessarily disagree, but I just if the, there is if there's too much flow. We were just talking about earlier with games. Games come out so fast, and there's overwhelmingly too many games for you to consume. That would be the same thing would happen if there's just so much content. We already out there. So many social media content creators, so many things. There's too much content consumed, and you don't know where to focus your attention on. So it's hard to if you are a genuine content creator who's trying to stand out, it's
Mhm.
really hard for you to stand out because there's so much content, to consume.
But competition breeds innovation.
Yeah, we said that before previously.
Competition breeds innovation. I look and I watch my fellow content creators. They have more viewers than me. What are they doing differently to me? Oh, their stream is more engaging than my stream. How can I make my stream more engaging? These are the
And
types of things.
my hunch on that, Heartless, is probably in order to make yours stand out in a sea of AI generated content, you would have to distance yourself from AI and make your content more personalized, which
AI
would
is just
probably
a
take you
tool.
away
It's
from
just a
AI.
tool. It's
Mhm.
just a
Yeah.
tool. When Cash goes and makes his YouTube videos and he spends countless hours putting those videos together and he wants to run his description through an AI to see if it would perform well, that does not invalidate any of the hard work that Cash put in to his videos. It is a tool. It is one tool. If I'm a musician. If I'm making a song and I want to run it through AI to see if it's mixed good, and the AI is going to give me results, and it'll tell me, oh, it needs tweaking on the low end or the high end. That's a tool. It does not invalidate what I did. If
Yeah,
you're
that's true.
using AI to create your entire product, like if Cash
If
used
you
AI,
type in your AI and says, "Hey, make me a script that says X, Y, and Z, and make sure you fill in this, that, and the third,"
and then
with
make a video about
then
it
make
for me,
a.
and then post that video for me,
Now you
then
didn't
at
do
Well,
any
that
of the
and
point,
work.
that's the danger that we've
Yeah,
actually found ourselves in a lot of ways. People just go to Chat GBT, ask it to push something out, and then they just post it right away without checking it. And
but that's how. But
it's
people would
not
find
and
out
those will
that
be the
that's not.
failures, and
Yeah,
those will be the failures of
you're
the
gonna
AI
know
tool
because
world.
that will be invalidated very quickly.
And the people who use it like Cash will be the ones who stand out.
It'll be
okay.
invalidated very quickly.
I
It
stand
is a
behind that.
tool. It is a tool, just like a car. Cars
Hmm.
sometimes hurt people, and sometimes cars, most of the times, cars gets us to work. It's a tool, just like money. Sometimes money is
So,
used to make bad transactions.
All right,
Sometimes it's
that's a
used to make
great
good transactions.
analogy. That's
mhm.
a great analogy.
So
Money is not the root of all
there's
evil.
a
It's what
thing that we
it's used
use.
for. It's
Content
evil.
creators use this a lot. Now I'm not just the only one. There's a lot of people. It's a extension for YouTube. It's called TubeBuddy. There's TubeBuddy, and then there's I can't remember the other one, but I use both of them, right? And what that does is you can basically it has AI properties in there. It doesn't write your scripts. It doesn't prep any of that. What it does is it will help you to aggregate information, right? So it'll tell you like, all right, this is trending. This is things that are trending. So it'll kind of bring things to your attention for you to again give you ideas to like make a script around something similar or to that extent. It would also help you to come up with like topics with titles of your video. You don't have to use it, but it'll suggest stuff. And if you like that one,
See, this
you
is
can
what I
use that
like
one.
about
Mhm.
AI, where the human element is still involved.
Right. You can
This
use
is
it
what
if
I
you
like.
want to, or you can put your own spin on it. It's all there, right? But I don't think that takes away from the actual content that you're putting work in. Like if you're gonna use it for a title and a description, I don't see it as an issue in that regard. But when
I have
it
a
comes to
question.
you fully creating content with AI, just by prompts, I don't see that as content creation,
I have a
in my
question.
opinion. Yeah.
What's the difference between AI and just having an assistant, like a human living assistant?
What's
If
the
I go ask
difference?
my, yeah, what's the difference? Like, if I go ask my human living assistant, like, hey, can you go come up with a title for this?
I guess it's
This
just it's the human experience. That's it.
it's the same thing. It's
It's the
the
same thing, but
same.
you're missing a human interaction. That's just it.
No.
No, well,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, we use we use external sources to
Hmm.
help us put together our vision all the time,
Bro,
all of
it's
the
all
time.
a part of evolution and human nature at the end of the
It
day.
really
I
is.
like again, before we had cars, we had chariots.
Horses.
Yes, horses, chariots, horse and carriage. And then what happened when the car was invented?
All the people who built the carriages and all the people who rode carriages for people, all the taxi carriages,
Yeah.
they lost their jobs.
And
Yeah.
what
Do
did
we
they
want to
have
go
to
back
do?
to carriages?
Okay, so yeah, we're at that same point.
Evolution.
And
That's exactly.
so
That's what it is.
on Cash's point, like that is a responsible use of AI, if you ask me. Where you're just using it to breed creativity and not just using it to make creativity. I hope I said that correctly. You know, inspire creativity, not just using it to make. Not you're not asking it to do the work for you. You're not being lazy. You're
Yeah.
putting in the work. You know,
Yeah.
and
Could I script an AI to go look at YouTube's last week's hottest songs and then take that and feed a music maker?
are you talking about making a macro? That sounds like what you're
I don't.
talking
I
about.
don't think so. I'm not sure. But this is very quickly turning into an AI podcast and not a video game podcast.
Sorry,
Let's get
sorry,
back on
Kat.
topic, please.
Makio says, do you guys fear when you speak? Do you worry if you will upset somebody, even if it's an honest notion?
Oh no,
No. No.
No.
No.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna.
we are.
Fuck
I
no.
will
Let's
say-
just say that. I'm gonna be
That's- I
very,
will say
very
this, though.
blunt. No.
I will
First
say
of
this
all,
though.
That's a great question, Mankio, and
I
just
love
wanna
that though.
say,
I
like,
love that question.
yeah.
I do love
that
that question.
is, we are here to just say, based upon our personal experiences, how we feel about things, and we all come from different avenues of different aspects of life and personal, professional, and different areas. And yeah, we are here to just share our experiences, and you guys are free to run with it, challenge it,
Like-
do
Again,
how
this is a platform for
about it.
open discourse. We welcome the discourse. As long as we're all being respectful, I have no problem with that.
No, he's talking specifically about being canceled. If you look at the message above,
Yeah, no,
he
I
says
saw
the
what he
problem
said.
we-
He said the
Oh,
problem
okay.
we need to get over right now is getting canceled. How do we become fearless against that? I mean, for the most part, just don't even pay attention to cancel culture. Just don't subscribe to it. Just do what you do, bro. If
you only get canceled if you listen to it.
if you listen to it.
The way I answer that question, Makio, is just because there are certain things that are worth being canceled over, and you know where I'm going with that. But there are some things that are gonna rattle cages that need to be said, and if someone's gonna cancel you over something like that,
But
those
Jerm,
are people that you don't want to hear the opinion of anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so
I agree with that, Jerm. I do agree with that.
so that's
Mhm.
where I stand.
No, I agree with that, but I feel like it's also gotten to the point where people pretty much can get canceled for anything these days. And again,
But speaking
it
back to
all
what I
comes
just
down
said,
to if you subscribe to this whole cancel culture stuff, right? So, say for instance, I tell the world that the Earth is flat. There's a subset of people that will look at me and tell me I'm an idiot,
guys
and
see
they would
that
want to
documentary
cancel me for that.
where
I
they're trying
don't
to prove the
care.
world
I
is
will
flat?
still be here because what I notice is when people get quote unquote canceled, they disappear from the internet. If you continue to do what you're doing after you've said what you said, cancel culture is not affecting you. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really
We
not.
payments
also have
are
to give
still going
people a
up.
chance. We also have to give people a chance to enlighten themselves. Maybe they said something back in like 2005 or whatever, and since then
That is garbage.
they have had a
also.
chance to mature as a human being, and they don't feel that way no longer.
Bro, I'm
you
all,
know?
I'm all
And-
I'm all for allowing people to mature on even more extreme things. Like people still give Chris Brown stuff about what happened with him and Rihanna like over a decade ago. I'm like, bro, he's a grown ass man at this point.
Right.
Something like that. I let the court systems deal with that. Like if there was you let the courts determine how that plays out, and you let that handle, the court of public opinion, of course, is different. But you have to. If he was acquitted, I don't know how that played out. But if he was
He
acquitted,
didn't get acquitted.
was
He
acquitted,
got community service.
So it is what it is.
He did community service
And-
for that.
Listen,
Yeah.
he didn't get acquitted. He got community service, and I'm sure that what he did was incredibly wrong. But you give somebody 10 years, and I'm sure they're not the same person they were 10 years ago.
No, definitely not.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure I'm not the same person that I was 10 years
Yeah.
ago.
Absolutely. I'm not the same person I was,
hmm
2 years ago. It's like we all mature, with
Yeah,
to our
everybody grow and
experiences in life.
evolve. Again, that word evolution, bro, is a thing, and I feel like the internet doesn't allow people to grow
The
and
famous
change.
line that you hear in Evo circles a lot. Evolution is constant, but this is not our final form. So
Mhm.
here we are. It's like we're always gonna grow based upon our experiences. See, that got deep real quick, guys.
Yeah.
That got deep real
And we
fast.
haven't even got to the main topics of the podcast yet, guys. Jeez.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right,
But
going
good,
back to the
Monkey,
main
great
topics.
question.
Love the questions though. Solo,
great question.
yo, Monkey kind of makes me want to do a friggin' like a non-gaming podcast now. God damn, you need to be here though if we're gonna do that. Shit. Anyways,
Yeah.
moving on. The next game, well, there's a next Arkham game in the works, and it's not going. It's another Batman game, and it's going to be set in the Arkham universe, but it's VR. How do we feel about that? Is anybody excited about this at all?
VR
I'm
games
being
good,
very
yeah.
honest. Is
VR?
anybody excited about this?
Do we have footage of it?
That was a trailer.
think
There's
they have
only been a
a
teaser
very
trailer so far.
small trailer. I'm trying to see if I can pull that up.
So while he's pulling that up, so Meta Quest, the VR headset from the people behind Facebook, they released a trailer that is in the next in line in the Arkham series universe. It's called
Arkham Shadows.
Arkham.
Arkham
see it?
Shadow.
Can we
There
see
hasn't really been any gameplay yet.
There's no gameplay. It's
revealed.
just a freaking trailer.
Oh.
But
Teaser
I'm
trailer.
I'm assuming it's gonna look like the other VR game that they had previously.
Yeah, it's created by the
Can we see that
developer
one?
Camouflage.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up
and
that one,
Oculus
'cause there's no-
Studios. They created Iron Man VR. If anyone ever played or knows.
No,
anything
I
about
didn't play that either. I'm not a
they-
VR fan.
They were the creators of that game. The way
It was called Batman Arkham VR. That's just what the game was
Makio
called.
with the gifted sub.
The fact
Oh,
that I
let's
haven't heard of an Iron Man
go,
game-
Monkey. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the sub.
Yo, I love that, bro. Yo, we really appreciate you guys. I'm being very
Mhm.
honest. We really appreciate you guys, man. Thank you very much.
And by the way, Monkey, we do have a waiting room in case if you ever want to voice an opinion outside of just.
Oh
the
yes,
chat
we have
room,
when
you're
we have
welcome.
like hot takes or whatever, and you guys want to share your opinions. Even the question of the day, which I guess we can put the question. No, we're not yet. When we get there, we could talk about the question of the day. We don't want to give away that part, but even that you can come in and share your question. Oh, let's go solo with a gifted. Oh my God,
Oh, let's go.
appreciate that.
whoa,
Thank
whoa.
y'all very much. So this is the VR game. You're just gonna basically be a hand, a dismembered
hold on.
hand floating.
I'm sorry.
and you're-
Makio gifted Solo and
Solo gifted
back.
Makio, right? Don't you just love it?
But isn't this kind of a weird decision? Because Batman is cool because he's fucking Batman. And if I'm in a VR situation,
I'm not Batman.
seeing
I don't feel like Batman.
So I don't know. It's
How are you gonna do like the grapple situation? Is it mostly like just detective stuff? Like what is going on here?
yeah, that's probably what it'll be. A lot of detective.
I never played this one either, because I think it was for PlayStation. I think it was for the PlayStation. What's their VR thing called?
But in the trailer, it looks like Batman is getting attacked by a big army of rats. So I don't know if that hints at anything Batman villain related or lore related.
Probably
but
not. What was his name again?
But
Ratcatcher.
that's what it-
Probably
that's what-
Ratcatcher.
yeah, that's what's happening in the trailer.
I almost feel like there's potential here, but like
Bro, I
Well, it
just
brings us
I
back to the
can't
original
see the.
questions we've had about VR. How
and
do you
I'm-
do something like this safely and not
I'm-
break all your shit? You
Mhm.
know?
I'm gonna go off on a complete like thing here and say this. I am not the target demographic for this game, but I don't see this game going. I don't see VR going anywhere really, guys. I'm gonna be honest. It just feels like a big gimmick.
We've
That's
said it
what
before.
VR feels
It's
like to
missing
me.
like one big innovation to really make
No.
it
You're
accessible to
talking about the
everyone.
Hollow Tile situation. Hollow Tile will be dope because that's already in development, and I think that's cool. But I still don't think that's enough to get me to want to play any kind of VR game.
Yeah.
Like I
yeah,
said-
it's missing one big giant leap in innovation and accessibility to really make it available to everyone. I
Augmented reality would be better than a full VR
augmented,
headset.
just a regular pair of glasses that
Mhm.
look like a regular pair of glasses, but it unveils a digital world
Right.
within your real world.
Bro, we talked about this previously on previous episodes. I think it was like episode 2.
Yeah.
Stay talking about AI and
We always get back to this AI conversation. God damn it.
It's
But
crazy.
bro, but I can see augmented reality being a thing, bro. Imagine
For
us
sure.
playing Pokemon in augmented reality,
Yeah.
bro.
Out at the park. We're out at the park. We're wearing our
Pokemon and
glasses.
games like those, companion-based games like that,
Bro,
would be
imagine you're
perfect
going
for
to a
that.
park, Germ. No, just imagine you're going to a park and you're seeing friggin' wild Pokemons, bro, just like running all over the place, bro.
It'll
Huh?
be literally Digimon.
Imagine
You'll
people
literally be living
posting
in
on Twitter,
Digimon
yo,
world.
I just saw a rare Pokemon in Manhattan. People are flocking to Manhattan to go catch this rare Pokemon.
I would subscribe to a situation like that with a horror experience, to be honest. I think for me, a horror
Oh,
experience
that's a fuck
would
no.
be
That's a
hella
fuck no
fun,
for me.
but
I'm sorry. That's a definitely fuck no. No.
Bro,
No,
hold on. Just think about this, guys.
Mhm.
Imagine an augmented reality game, a horror game in which there would be real life locations where you go and you get spooked.
No, I'd be too
They-
paranoid for
I-
that shit.
I
I'm
think what
sorry.
you-
No,
they have
even
that-
after I
that-
take that shit off, I would still feel like this ghost is now invisible because I took the shit off, and now
But
I'm
it's still
paranoid
me.
in the area.
I think you're trying to be like an escape room experience.
That would be
Carlos.
dope.
Is that what you're
That
trying
would
to
be
go?
dope, though.
That augmented
Just think
reality?
about it.
hmm
Think about it. Imagine like you like in the game they would have specific locations that you would go to in real life.
hmm
Like Manhattan Park, 9 o'clock on Saturday is the clowns event.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know,
Oh,
there
different
is
events,
something like
like
that
different
that kind of
events. Yeah.
already exists.
It would be
It's
events.
app-based.
Mhm.
I did one for an Alice in Wonderland thing where you go to this assigned point, and then it tells you to go to these different points on a map in a local little town area.
Oh, really?
And every time you get to the area, you follow these clues and you go to like this treasure hunt thing, and each time there's like a puzzle to solve. You solve the puzzle, and then it gives you a clue to go to the next place. And so we kind of have that already, but it's app-based. That was a lot of fun when I did it. It was an Alice in Wonderland thing. Everyone was dressed like Alice in Wonderland. It was a
Oh,
great.
wait, you can drive the Batmobile too in this?
He's now extra. I watched his eyes light up. Whoa! There's a bat
Whoa, what
suit.
is
It's a
this?
bat suit.
There's a bat suit.
Is
Oh,
So
he-
God.
what?
gonna
What
do the
now?
movie
No, you know
scene
what's
where
gonna
he's
happen now,
wearing-
Harless? His hands just gonna get black.
I know.
Where's the Batman? Thing where he puts all the stuff on. That's in every Batman everything. You know?
Bro, yo, I've been to escape rooms twice, but I need to go back to some more.
I've been to a
Even
couple,
Yu-Gi-Oh,
they're
bro.
fun.
Imagine Yu-Gi-Oh. Imagine you're
Oh,
playing
Cash.
Yu-Gi-Oh
Cash,
in
he was
Holocaust.
right. Cash.
I told you guys. His hands are gonna get black. That's it. And then you're gonna have to take the fake cowl and put it on your head. And now I have on my Batman
Nothing.
cowl.
Okay, at least you get the mirror shot.
They better put a lot of reflecting surfaces in
Yeah.
this game.
So I'm assuming that this is what that the other one's gonna be. Because this is so just a preference, guys. This is just a preface. Sorry, this is not what the Arkham Shadows. This is not Arkham Shadows. This was the previous Batman Arkham VR game, which
Yeah,
I'm pretty
so
sure
it's
this is
gonna be
exactly what it's
something
gonna look like, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be something very similar, if not the
Yeah.
same.
Is that the bat
But
grapple?
a few questions about the game is it's supposed to be in the Arkham universe, so no
Mhm.
story details revealed as of yet.
Like,
But
where
I'm
does it-
curious
when does it take
where it
place?
is in the timeline, because the
Mhm.
current Batman in the timeline
dead.
is dead. So
Spoiler alert! As if we haven't talked
No,
about
but
Suicide Squad
not
killed
even
the
with
Justice League.
Suicide Squad. Even before Suicide Squad, he was presumed dead because the last Batman game, he
yeah,
died.
Gotham Knights, he was dead there too. Which
Yeah.
probably realistically, Gotham Knights was probably supposed to come out after Suicide Squad, and they got that timeline all messed up, But whatever.
No, so I've recently learned what Gotham Knights was actually supposed to be an Arkham game, but something happened and they ended up not doing that.
Well,
But
WB.
Gotham Knights was supposed to be an Arkham game.
okay, so based on the future, if we think VR is the future, is this WB planning for the future, or is this for,
Bro,
like,
if
another
if this
misstep
is what they're
on the
planning for
channel?
the future, they're making a shit ton of mistakes. This is one of them, And also going for a live service games is also one of them because live service is pretty much dead and there's too many games, way too many games. And live service games takes too much dedication and yeah, people already have their games that their go-to live service games. It's
I'm gonna
Fortnite,
go grab a drink.
Apex, or Call of Duty, right? Is there any other one that I'm missing? And
No.
I can't even count Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Overwatch, I guess, but no, I don't really fully count
Well,
Overwatch as a
I-
live service game. But I
You
guess
guys
you
know
can.
how I feel about Superman, and what about a Superman VR experience? Imagine being a VR situation and flying through the clouds.
You're just
with super
flying.
speed.
Like, what am I gonna do? Turn a fan on
I don't
and
know.
pretend I'm flying? No, Jerm, I still feel like a Superman game is a hard game to develop. It's gonna be a hard game to develop.
It's possible though. I feel like developers haven't really tried. They haven't put their good bet. With the amount of crap games that come out every
Mhm.
year, like why can't we just at least get it
Like
correct?
I said, the best way to do a Superman game would be him losing his powers at the top of the game and him slowly regaining his power. So by the end, he's OP as hell, but you got to make sure he's fighting another enemy that is also OP as hell as him, which would justify a game like that.
It
You
literally
can't
sounds
have
like the
Superman
Smallville
be
show.
like top tier at the beginning of the game. He has to start off as a weaker character and you build him up as Superman.
Sounds
He
like the
cannot.
Smallville show.
Smallville, yes, but people don't want to play no friggin' Clark Kent. Nobody want to play Clark Kent. People want to be
I agree.
Superman.
If you're gonna give people the Superman experience, they're gonna want to be Superman. They want everything that comes with it. You know.
Right.
I
So,
love Smallville.
Chat, my apologies. All this time, the chat wasn't seeing the game. You know that, right? My bad.
You're
Oh.
kidding me.
No, they weren't. My apologies. But yeah, they weren't seeing the game. But
Yeah,
yeah,
see, Monkia's got the right idea. Like the
What?
a Superman game. Like what the hell? Like it can't be.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand it's hard, but
Mhm.
it can't be that. It's still, it's still not that hard. You know, I just don't feel the effort. You know.
Well,
Like,
I'm just gonna give you guys some more time so you can see what the game looks like. Let's take it from the top. So this is the VR Batman game that we were talking about just now. I just realized that I wasn't showing you guys.
back
my
on
bad.
the Superman topic just for a moment. It's
Mhm.
like, okay, even if they were gonna try to do Superman, they could test it out in other avenues of games where if you just play one level of another game as Superman, you could at least test the gameplay out for a future launch of a real game, you know?
Mhm.
Are we having this conversation again about
Yeah,
how Superman's too strong?
I mean, yeah, exactly. And I said the same thing just now. I told him that in order for us to have a Superman game, he cannot start off as an OP character. He has to start off.
I don't.
Why?
feel the
Why
effort.
not? Why does he not
No.
just fight OP aliens? I don't. Like he can't fight General Zod and like an army of.
At the beginning of the game. Who's gonna be the boss then?
I mean, no. I mean, like obviously, like there would be a bunch of minions that you fight along the way.
Mm-hmm. But what's that gonna look like if you're fighting a bunch of minions? One punch.
It'll look
One
exactly
punch.
like the comics
No,
play
no,
out.
no, no, no,
Superman
no,
is
no, no,
super
no.
powerful, and
No.
he gets tricked, you know, by these scheming villains, you know, and they try to duck him, but eventually Superman finds them and he kicks their ass. You know, it'd be the same thing, you know,
Wait,
like the way the comics play out. For the most
doesn't
part.
General Zod have people like?
Kryptonians say
Uh,
they do.
Yeah, no. Like in the movie, he had two warriors who came with him.
Mm-hmm.
The woman and the big dude.
Yeah.
So,
So they would be.
There is
I don't know.
characters. Yeah, there is characters that you can.
I'm
put
not
into
saying
these
Superman
games.
doesn't have OP characters, but I'm like, it's just to envision that as a video game is very difficult for me to grasp. I just think he's too strong. We need somebody that feels like they're vulnerable. Superman is not. Unless he's gonna fight
vulnerable.
magic characters or something.
Superman is vulnerable emotionally. He's got emotions just like.
But how
another
would
human.
that play out
Superman
in a
dating
video
sim.
game?
Superman dating sim.
How would that play out in a video game, though, Jeremy? He's emotional.
Well,
People are gonna talk to him, and
political-
he's
we
gonna
were just
hurt his
talking about
feelings.
cancel culture earlier, so things aren't gray and things are not black and white in the world. So, you know, there's going to
So
be
Superman is dealing with cancel
decisions
culture?
that Superman has to make that are not going to be in the court of public opinion favorable. You know, sometimes. And that's where the real character of Superman comes in. Is he has all this power, but should he use it? Should he not use it? When is it okay to use it? You know what I mean?
I guess, but I still hold my point. He's too OP. Way too OP.
All right, so we got off on another tangent there, guys. So sorry. Seems like that happens on we actually every
Right.
topic.
We
That's
do
a
that.
sign of natural conversation, though.
Yeah.
That was definitely a natural conversation. In other gaming news, there's a Funko Fusion game coming out, which, in my opinion, looks like a freaking Fortnite clone. What are your thoughts about that, fellas? Let me know.
Funko Fusion. So, according to
Like Funko Pop.
Yes, Funko Pops. It's coming out with a Fortnite clone.
A Game Informer article here is talking about. Okay, so Funko Fusion, it's a kind of a Fortnite battle royale game that has the Funko characters and their various IPs, all released in a battle royale style gameplay. The list of IPs that are confirmed that were in the trailer are Back to the Future, Battlestar Galactica, Child's Play, Five Nights at Freddy, Hot Fuzz, Invincible, Jaws, Jurassic Park, Knight Rider, Masters of the Universe, Megan. I don't know what Megan is.
Megan was a doll, the dancing doll that was killing people.
Okay.
movie.
The Mummy,
Ooh.
Nope, Scott Pilgrim, Shaun of the Dead, The Thing, Umbrella Academy, Voltron, hell yeah, and The Walking Dead and Xena Warrior Princess. So those are the first game IPs that have been confirmed so far to be in this battle royale style game, which actually I'm kind of on board with. Because Fortnite can't get all the glory; they can't keep stealing all the IPs. But I echo Wonkio's question he just put here. Is it that are Funkos kind of fading in the past? Are they still?
Why does
relevant
anyone
in
care about
today's
Funko
world?
Pops at all?
Yeah,
It's a good question, bro. I have no idea. I don't even know how.
I think I know. I think I know why.
Why?
I think I know why.
Consumerism.
I'll be right back. Let me show you why.
Oh, I forgot. He collects them.
and I have Funko Pops too, but I haven't bought one in years.
Yeah.
So that's
If
what
you
I'm
look
saying.
at
Is that
this,
crazy?
it says Funko Pop 247.
Mm-hmm.
What does that do to the human brain?
Gives it
Collect
value.
them all. Collect them all.
No.
That's what it says.
Well,
It triggers the collector in them. This specific, not like this specific one is 247.
mm-hmm.
All of the My Hero Academia, this character is 247. So
Oh, okay.
to have a whole collection, 1, 2, 3, you go through all the
that
IP.
Thing?
You know,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
have the Spider-Man one from the Spider-Man movie right here on my desk, and it says 334. So it's like, yeah,
Exactly.
it's like you got that urge to collect them all, you know?
You got the urge
can
to
miss me with
collect
that.
them all.
See the way my bank
And-
account set
and,
up.
and they also have a square shape to them, so you can line them up against the wall and make a whole wall of them, which is
Well,
really cool.
It's still the question was, is the time of Funko over? Is Funko still as relevant today as it was when we were all collecting them? Like you used to be able to go to any store and there's a whole walls covered in Funkos, you know?
Right.
You can still go to a store and the whole store sells nothing but Funkos. For me, that's
Yes,
a
I can
bad
grab it.
sign that no one's buying Funkos anymore. You know, there's a surplus now. But to be honest, of all the Funkos that I would buy, I've already bought. So maybe the audience, maybe I'm just not
So
into
for me personally, I would be the kind of person who would try to buy every single one.
If they came out with a Sagat Funko, I'd be all over that, like white on rice. Just telling you.
When content creation for me goes full time and I can full time create content, and a part of my content creation revolves around my identity and my identity as a collector, I will probably start scavenging for all the Funkos.
Are you gonna be unboxing content?
No. I'll unbox cards. I like doing card openings on stream. I have a lot of fun with that. But things like this, I don't open these things.
Yeah,
I don't
for
ever
me,
open these.
I open my collectibles. I have a bunch of stuff that I have opened.
You're sick for
Spider-Man
that.
and things.
I don't open mine. I can't.
For Yeah, but I'm so Street Fighter has yet to really come out with a
So
really good collection of Funko Pops. There's a couple of select ones you can only get like in conventions and stuff.
mhm.
I would like them to come out with an
So
actual line. It'd be
here's a
I'm
cool.
gonna
crazy
go on eBay
idea.
and look that up.
Here's a crazy idea. And one, who do you think this game would be geared towards mostly? Is it
Obviously
Funko Pop
Funko
fans or
fans.
children?
Well, fans of all these IPs for sure.
Mm,
Yep.
The four IPs I mentioned, like it's like for me when I read Voltron,
mhm.
I got excited because I love Voltron.
Right.
So that kind of gets me interested on
Ooh, the Chun
the
Li one
game a
is
little bit.
$35.
Also, back in the day, I don't know if you guys remember this. With Yu-Gi-Oh, you could scan your actual physical cards, and then you would unlock that card within the Yu-Gi-Oh game on Game Boy Advance. Imagine if
Nice.
they had something like that with Funko.
You
I
know,
think
I miss
Nintendo had that
Amiibo.
with the Amiibo too, right?
I miss Amiibos. Like, why did that have to really die off? I mean, that was
It's no,
such a
no one was
great.
really buying it. I
That
don't
was
think.
such a we talk about microtransactions a lot on this show.
Hmm.
Like that was the great medium for me. Like
When
I
it,
get something cool I can display in my house, but it also unlocks something in the game too. I mean,
you
it's
know
the
why
best of both
they
worlds. You know?
but they piggyback off of Skylanders. That's what, because at the time Skylanders
But
was so
they did it so
popular.
much better though, because I could literally buy one amiibo and unlock content for a whole bunch of other games. I thought that was really
By the way, there
cool.
was another trailer that came out. This is a separate tangent. This was not in the podcast notes, but Star Wars Hunters, which is definitely a Fortnite clone. They dropped a trailer for that recently.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Like
Guys, I hate
stormtroopers?
to
Are
interrupt.
we talking
Yeah.
stormtroopers kind of thing?
Yes.
That's cool. Well, stormtroopers can't shoot, so
Hmm.
I won't be playing that.
Heartless,
They
what's
don't
up?
hit nothing. So,
But some of these Funko
it's
Pops go for $10,000.
You're lying.
yeah.
Dude,
Some.
the Funko Pop number 10, Planet Arlia Vegeta, is like $10,000.
That's insane. That's
Yeah.
actually insane.
The BioShock one is in the thousands.
You see?
Are people actually
I
buying
don't know.
these things?
Yes,
that's
these are sold. These are sold
oh,
on eBay.
someone
These are sold
actually
listings
bought
on
that.
eBay.
Wow.
Somebody bought that Vegeta one I was just talking about, $6,400.
Jesus.
Talk about having too much time and money on your hands. Like seriously, go help someone out in the world, people. You know, there's
But I
people
think those
starving out
things are.
there.
I think those things are made to attract the whales. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like people like you and I are not gonna buy those.
No.
The
That is
whales
meant
will
for
though.
some hardcore collector or maybe some
Whales will
person
for
that
sure.
I always
Yeah.
have this fantasy, this vision of trading my way up to something huge like that. That would always be really
that
cool.
would be
to me.
cool. There are videos of people trading like paper clips for like houses or cars or things
I
like
don't
that.
believe those.
You don't.
So what's
don't know,
next?
some of
What's
it's more
next in the
fake.
news for us?
Yeah.
All right, what-
sorry.
In terms of video games.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
So
so Funko Fusion, it looks cool, but for me, Fortnite clones, no thank you. I'll pass.
all right. So some Evo news for the chat. I know we got a lot of FGC fans in here. Evo Japan recently wrapped up, right? So there was a bunch of announcement. Oddly enough, Jerm will touch more on that, but there was Akuma for Street Fighter 6. There was also a roadmap for Tekken. We can get into that as well. And then Slayer for Guilty Gear Strive. And I don't remember this guy. Marco from Fatal Fury was announced. There's so many characters, bro. It's mostly characters, to be honest.
Yeah, all character, just basically DLC announcements for existing or upcoming fighting games.
All right, so I'll let Germ kind of touch on the Akuma situation, and then I can go at Heartless, and then I will give my 2 cents.
Everyone knows by now Akuma had dropped. Akuma is going to be releasing the Street Fighter on May 22nd, along with the Season 1 balance patch, which we've all been eager to get our hands on because the game has gotten stale in the last maybe few months. And there are leaks regarding the patch notes, but we're not getting into that because that
don't trust it. We don't know if those are real.
Yeah,
The first one that dropped was confirmed to be a fake.
Yeah, but the Akuma gameplay looks fucking sick. It looks like looks like he's got his command grab now. It looks like it looks like he has uh 2 level 3s. It looks like the Raging Demon has been attached to his critical art. At least that's what's
Yeah,
confirmed
that's
in
what I've
Japan.
been told, that his raging demon is his critical art.
Well,
Which
they said that you have to be under a health threshold, but I don't think they called it a critical art. But that's exactly what a critical art is,
It's
if I'm not
exactly what it
mistaken.
is. So I mean, that's why I
and
said it.
it also to answer your question, Monkey, Homelander was not revealed until this weekend at some Mexican event, FGC event by Mortal Kombat. He wasn't announced at Evo.
Mhm.
But
And
we'll
he's
probably
also
talk
not
about
being
that
voiced
next week.
by the actor
Yeah.
of the show.
But
That's a shame.
Akuma, yeah, it looks like, and it has been confirmed that Raging Demon is available on
Raging
modern
what?
Raging steaming.
Raging. The Raging Demon is available on modern. The import for it's going to be light, medium, heavy, and then you'll be able to get the Raging Demon out if you have a critical art. Which that we might as well just made it freaking one button. That's such an easy input, but whatever.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. So apparently he's gonna have, he's gonna have a command grab, but he's also going to have what looks like a lunge. That's what I saw in the video. I did like a quick breakdown of the video, which is on TikTok. You guys go follow me on Cash Crow at TikTok. But yeah,
hold on. They're saying.
Raging Demon is just available via an alternate input when you yellow health. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So that would mean there's 3 level 3 supers.
It's 3 level 3s or 2 level 3s.
3. Then you have the
3.
regular, then you have the critical art, and then you have an
Oh,
alternate
okay.
input.
I get it.
You have 2 critical arts essentially. You have 2
Yeah.
critical arts.
Hmm.
This character is gonna be so busted. Seriously.
No, I think he's gonna still be a glass cannon, to be honest.
No,
Even
we'll
though I
see.
feel like health hasn't been really an issue for Street Fighter. I could be wrong.
One
Has
thing
it
I have
been?
to say,
The
Yeah,
Raging Demon does like a lot of health damage. That's gonna
he
be
has the
so
lowest health in the
infuriating.
game,
he does.
but he has the modern mode of the current build has a 1 button Raging Demon, I believe. But they said that it's not gonna be that. If I'm not mistaken, chat, let me know if this is correct.
Yeah, Raging
The
Demon
final build will
confirmed
not have a
lightweight
1 button
medium
Raging
heavy.
Demon.
That would be insane
What?
if he does, though. Modern? That would be insane. I'm sorry.
The game Street Fighter 6 is already kind of struggling with player retention. Players are kind of tired of the game. They say the game's boring now. It's it's just scrubby and stuff. It's not fun
But it's
for
still the most
people
watched.
anymore. For
It's
a lot of people.
I
I hear
feel
a lot
like
of
in
people
terms of
say
fighting
that.
game, but in terms of fighting
I
game, it's the
still
most watched game on stream.
I still love it.
It is.
And
It is.
but you hear that a lot. You hear a lot of people say they're just done with the game. They don't like it. They don't like it no more. And having a person just bust out the Raging Demon when they're and win the match like that, I hope it's not going to kill off those players.
Mm.
I'm really nervous about how his impact on the game's going to be, and I'm not looking
No.
toward
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Mhm. All right, so
There's-
his design though. His design is awesome. I love
Yeah, I
the
like his
white
design.
hair.
Mhm.
I love the hand wraps. He looks fire.
the Wayward Warrior, bro. So
Mhm.
yeah, with the free update for Tekken, Jerem, can you fill us in?
Can we talk about Slayer first? I'll get because Tekken will probably take. There's a lot to say about
Sure.
Tekken. Slayer has been announced as the final DLC character for Season 4 of Guilty Gear Strive. He'll be coming out on May 30th. He is a huge fan favorite character, so watching his gameplay, I'm interested. He looks pretty cool. I like his whole demeanor. I like his whole gentlemanly vampire thing. It's really cool. I like his look. I personally never played Slayer, but he looks pretty cool. I'm feeling his vibe. I'm feeling his design. I haven't played a lot of Guilty Gear Strive, and there hasn't really been a character that really gravitated towards me, except for maybe Giovanna.
I'm
And
not big on the
Testament,
lore either. I
but
tried,
this
but the
game looks-
lore is too
it looks
dense, bro.
fun.
Jesus.
Now that I have the hitbox, I can finally play Guilty Gear Strive again.
Yeah.
And
be-
no announcements about a season 5 yet, so it makes me want. I wonder what season 3.
He looks cool though. He
No
looks
announcement about a season
very
4
fun.
yet, so I wonder where they're gonna go from here. If there's gonna be more DLC, or if this is the last season.
Did he just pull his
Drake
girl from
probably
his
only
cape?
has a couple more years left in it, maybe
think
3
so.
Is he a
max.
fucking magician too? Like, what's going on here?
He's a vampire. He's a
He's a
vampire.
vampire, yeah.
But that's
He's
some
got-
magician shit, guys. Come on.
He looks fun. I'm really digging his vibe.
Yo, it's like he and Nagoriyuki just gave each other props. Y'all just saw that?
Yeah, because they're both vampires.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently Nagoriyuki is based off of Slayer's design or Slayer's style from Guilty Gear XX. Apparently, that's what I hear people say a lot.
Okay, I wouldn't know that. Like, I
Haiti said they
recently-
confirmed there's a new season already.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Good. I think Strive still's got about another 3 or so years of life.
I
left.
think most fighting games nowadays, if they live and if they're gonna survive, they're gonna be at the 5, 6, 7 year life cycle span. Like, you know.
Well, in
But
the
I
case
think
of
the
online,
fact that
I
they
think you
did
can add
this,
a couple more years on top of that.
this model that they have with like adding new seasons and new characters is really giving these games a lot more life. And
Yeah, he looks
the
cool, though.
patching,
Fighting games should be live service.
yeah,
keep saying
that
I'll
I
say
can that I can agree on. Definitely, I can agree with that.
And team shooters. If team shooters are not live service, it seems like people get bored of them.
So on to Tekken. Tekken announced first they announced Lydia. She's going to be the next DLC character in season 1, which surprises me. I know there was that leak that came out earlier in the year, but I have no idea who Lydia is. I didn't know. I know she's from Tekken 7. I know she's like the Polish character, but outside of that, I don't know anything.
I think
about
everybody
her.
loves her.
She looks cool. She looks
She is cool.
exactly like Nina, if you ask me. But you know,
Yeah.
but she looks cool. Like female Ken, I guess.
Man said
You know,
female Ken. Wow, bro.
She got the red jacket and everything.
yeah. She looks cool. I don't really know anything about her character wise, about her gameplay wise, but what I'm really interested in is the roadmap for Tekken for season 1. Then spring they announced it's going to be balance patch, which they kind of already did that. That's already live.
Mhm.
And then summer there's going to be a new stage because it's called a seaside resort. It's probably that beach that you see when you're playing Tekken Ball. And photo mode, so that's going to be really cool to be able to stop the game and collect some images. That's going to make the game really more fun because people they do really cool cosmetics, you know.
Right.
I'm excited about that feature. And then in autumn there's a new story mode that's supposed to be around Eddie, a new story chapter, and more online features. And then there's going to be a ghost versus ghost feature.
Oh my god, that right there is
So
the most important thing.
Oh, they
really
got photo
cool
mode?
that they're just telling us
The
straight
ghost
up.
versus ghost mode. You could if you want to just study how how greats play, you can go get a ghost for Arslan Ash and you can go get a ghost for like speed kicks or whatever. And you can just make them fight each other over and over and over again.
Oh, wow.
Imagine this from a content creation perspective, Heartless, where I could just go upload a bunch of ghosts and just leave my stream on and just let that gameplay rock. And just
I mean,
keep
that's
getting
lazy.
viewers
You
from
talk
it.
about
That'd be
AI.
so
You talk about
cool.
AI being bad, but what you just explained sounds like the definition of absolute laziness. Another crazy thing here is the photo mode. We mixed with the customization mode. We can have Kendrick Lamar fighting Drake.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's go.
What a
Let's
very
make that-
interesting
let's
crossover
make that
this
the
man
show
just
match.
brought up.
When Tekken comes to Fight Night Friday, that'll be the show match.
That's crazy.
We should do
Um,
seasons, Heartless.
Of what?
Fight
Night
Night
Fight Night
Friday.
Friday. I actually have an idea with that. I'll talk to you about it off stream.
I think
But,
that would be dope though. I haven't seasoned.
Yeah, Lydia looks pretty cool.
This character looks
Uh,
cool.
I don't know anything about her, but she looks like a karate person, like a karate girl. Looks cool. But what I'm most happy about is Tekken. They just laid out their whole roadmap here so that players can stay.
So this is the
in
roadmap.
game. Yeah, I really
That's the
like
roadmap.
this. Why doesn't Capcom do this?
Cash.
I mean,
What I tell you
Capcom
about
has been
roadmaps? What I tell you about roadmaps?
Yeah, bro. We did
Capcom
it
has been
before.
really
Powerful.
silent
We've
with
been
what they're
doing
doing
that
about
though.
the
I feel
game.
we need to revisit ours, but we definitely have one.
Capcom at the
We have one,
beginning.
but we need to unveil it to our community because roadmaps are powerful. They let your community know what you have in mind, and if they like it and they agree with it, they can voice their support for you, and they can make you feel confident in your
Hmm.
plans. The same way I'm listening to Germ talking about how this roadmap excites him. You
Right.
know,
Mhm. For me, like this gives me this makes me feel good about my investment in the game because I spent $60-$70 or whatever on it, and now I'm like, cool, I'm getting my money's worth. I know I'm getting my money's worth with Capcom with Street Fighter 6. We spent the money on it, we're all enjoying it, but we have been wondering where the hell, why, what are we getting for our money for a while? Because we ain't buying those cosmetics, you know.
Right.
We ain't. I don't care that it's Kimberly's birthday, you know.
nah,
Like,
Right.
so.
well, let's keep it real.
No.
I got 1,400 hours out of Street Fighter 6 so far. I have I have well gotten my money's worth. Well gotten my money's worth. Now, if I was like Germ, I would send them a check with more money. But
You're never gonna let that go, huh? Ever. But I just say, I really like this marketing approach by Tekken.
I agree.
applaud it. I
I
want to
agree.
see more game developers do this because it does give confidence as a when you're
Consumer.
when you're deciding what your gaming purchase is going to be. It just really helps that along.
All right.
Yeah.
So sorry, but just give me a second. I want to shout out the 31 people that are watching this podcast on X right now. Shout out to y'all, bro. Shout out
Welcome
to
in,
y'all.
welcome everyone. We
Don't
appreciate
be
y'all
shy to
being here.
say something, guys. In the
You know what
chat.
I mean? Say something. But well,
I
welcome in,
want to
guys.
see Capcom do this for season 2. I want them to straight up say more than just the DLC characters that are coming out. I want to know if there's a new story mode. I want to know what's coming out for season 2, and I want to know it definitively. Or I'm just gonna buy them as they come out. I'm not gonna buy it right in the whole pass right from the beginning because I'm not gonna buy what I don't want. You know.
Cash,
So
do me a
Mhm.
favor.
Yeah.
Please, from now on, remind me to repost on X. Why didn't I repost it earlier?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Ah, I reposted now.
You're not there yet. You just got here. It's fine.
yeah, you just
Now
got
on my
there.
page is the live feed of our podcast,
Yes. Yes.
and we make it look sexy.
Yeah, we make it look
So,
sexy.
what do you guys all in the world out there think about this what Tekken's doing? I applaud them. They've been kind of fucking it up in other areas of their game,
Did you just
but
swear?
It's not the first
but
time we did it today.
I appreciate the transparency that they're
I do
going
too.
for.
I do too. I think that developers should. I think I think we all know that consumers like information. They like to be knowledgeable. And they like to not be treated like they're stupid, and they also like to not have. They also like to feel like they're not getting their pockets rang. Um, so when games give you full games on release and they show you plans for releasing content, it makes you feel confident in spending $70 in the
Mm-hmm.
game. I
Yeah,
agree
it really does.
for sure.
You know, it really, really, really does. You're getting the most bang for your dollar. You're literally putting a deposit down for fun, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, bro. But yeah. If you guys have any opinions
Um,
about anything that
so
we've talked about so far, don't be afraid to hop into the VC,
The
the
waiting room.
and
yeah, of course.
we'll pull you guys in. You can share your opinion.
I'll
Just
just
keep
I'll
it
just
PG.
talk about Marco and 2XKO real quick because I know we have to get to the Helldiver news. But
Mm-hmm.
um, so Marco Rodriguez has been announced as one of the next characters for Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves, which is a game that I'm kind of interested and excited about. It's great to see the Fatal Fury franchise come back to life.
I'm looking
be
forward to
honest.
it.
Great.
I'm a Fatal
Um,
Fury fan.
I do. The only
Bunch of
place I
Fs.
know Marco from is King of Fighters 13. That's the last time I remember seeing him. So, he looked really good in that game. He's like a karate guy, a karate grappler style, from what I remember. So he looks pretty cool. And then I don't know how to say this girl's name. Eli,
Eloa.
the 2XKL tentacle gal.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, a gameplay trailer was revealed at Evo Japan. She looks hella cool. This character looks. I'm getting Marissa vibes all over this character,
Mhm.
and I'm already feeling her. Like this is already got me excited, more excited about the game as it is. I'll be checking her out when the game drops for sure. Um,
This character looks cool as shit.
yeah, he looks pretty cool. He kind of has he kind of has a Ken kind of look to him, a feel to him, at least from this gameplay.
Fatal Fury kind of reminds me of how much I missed this damn game. I hope they put Clark back in this shit, bro. Clark is so freaking
Oh, a
dope,
few
bro.
characters that are guaranteed to be in are B. Janae. That's a guarantee because she's so popular.
You know who Clark is?
No, I'm not familiar
Have you
with
ever played
Clark.
Metal Slug?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not a Fatal Fury character though.
They're,
Because
they're,
this is a Fatal Fury game, so I don't know if there would be Metal Slug characters.
yeah.
Has Metal Slug been in Fatal Fury before?
That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
But no, actually, no. That was King of Fighters. Never mind.
Yeah, because King of Fighters is the cross series. Fatal Fury is just one part that goes.
Yo, look at that shit, bro. It almost doesn't it kind of give you Street Fighter vibes though?
Yeah, he
kinda.
gives
one.
me Ken vibes, kinda.
The graphics give me more Marvel versus Capcom.
Capcom, yeah,
Vibes.
yeah, it does. Because it looks kind of cell
It
shaded,
looks
but
like
not
King of Fighters
super cell shaded.
15. It looks like King of Fighters 15. It has the same style or look, kinda.
Nah, I don't like how King of Fighters 15 looks. It looks like garbage. This looks better. This looks way better.
But yeah, but BJNA is probably almost guaranteed to be in the game, and then of course, Mai, of course. So, you know, there's your waifu. For anyone who's into the waifus, there's at least 2 of them right there.
Oh my!
Yeah, Mai and BJNA for sure. I don't know
Mhm.
about any other characters yet. Duck King, that's another. That'll probably be he'll probably be early DLC or be in the game. People in the King of Fighters world, they love Duck King for some reason, even though he hasn't really been in many games.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know if you're able to look up his design, Cash, but yeah,
Who,
he's
Duck
a
King?
wild one. He's got that 80s hip hop look to him. He's got the mohawk and the bright colors and stuff.
Why does that look so familiar? Oh yeah, I know this motherfucker.
Yeah, Duck King. He's got that 90s or 90s late 80s vibe, right? Like
Yeah.
Yo MTV Raps kind of look to him.
I remember him.
Yeah, and then the 2XK girl looks really cool. She looks really, really powerful, really strong.
Yeah, with the squid in the friggin' jar shit.
Yeah. Every time I was watching her, I just kept getting reminded of Marisa, and she looks like a blast.
Question though.
Mhm.
In 2XKO,
Allow
when
it.
you jump, I don't know why I call it that. In Project L, when you jump, can you change your jump trajectory by
I'm not
changing
sure.
your directional input?
I'm not
Like
sure.
like in Smash, you know how you jump in Smash, and if you like move your joystick backwards, you'll slow down your jump speed.
I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. It's a good question. The gameplay there was.
Yeah, this
a
character looks
playable
like a lot of
build.
fun.
Speaking of which, Heartless, there's probably 100% chance that this game's gonna be playable at Evo. So we're gonna be able to get the answer to that question in July.
Make sure you get
I'm
footage.
excited.
I don't know if I'll be able to make Evo, so make sure y'all get footage, please.
We will. Yeah, but she looks cool. Right, I'm getting Marissa vibes all over
Will it
this
be available
character.
to the
It's a
general
lot of
public?
fun.
That's another question. At Evo.
Oh yeah, at Evo Japan it was just select people.
Yeah, that's why I asked. But yeah, this character looks absolutely nuts. Like her design
She
looks
looks so
cool as shit.
cool.
I love the
I'm
art
really-
style of this game, just in general. I love how it looks.
It
Yeah,
really
it
looks like
a
a
TV show.
upscaled. It really looks like a really improved on version of Marvel 3. Like Marvel 3 had its unique look to it,
Mhm.
but this one looks.
It looks like a
that,
cartoon.
just
It
seems
looks like
better,
a
yeah.
cartoon.
I really love the palette choices
Mhm.
and the 2.5 elements of it. I really like it.
Yo, this chick looks insane.
But I stand
son.
by. That's why it's called 2XKO. There's going to be probably Valorant characters. There's going to be other characters
Allegedly.
in this game. Yeah.
Presumably.
Have we seen any though?
No,
No,
we haven't. It's
but-
all League of Legends characters so far.
Okay, then
It would've
until we see other characters, I'm just gonna
assume that this is a League of Legends fighting game.
I don't know what other IPs Riot owns, but they have a whole universe, literally, of stuff they can pull from. They
Did
don't
she just guard break?
necessarily.
What the fudge?
No.
Hard knockdown.
See, my thing is, I definitely plan on having like a partner or two in this game.
We could
Like
definitely...
I don't want to play this game if I'm playing it by myself. I'm
Yo, I
sorry.
want to use Yasuo,
You're gonna
bro.
do
Yasuo looks
2v2
sick.
only, strictly 2v2.
2v2s only.
Yeah,
like
2v2, bro.
if I'm gonna play this game, I want a
Bro,
partner
look at
who I
that
can,
dude, bro. Look at
who
that
I can
dude.
start a combo and call my partner in, and they finish the combo, and then they
Mhm.
call me in, stuff like that.
For
Yeah.
me, I would like. I'm curious.
look at that
I've
dog.
said it many times. I'm just curious how it's going to operate with 4 internet connections in the room.
And that to me is the make it or break it factor in this game. If you can produce for us a game in which 4 people can hop into a game and we can actually play tag team fighting game, legitimately, then we have a winner.
A solution for that, I think, that would solve that problem would be is like, say you're doing 2v2, and say the other person, say their internet connection drops, or let's say they disconnect for whatever reason. It'd be great if there's a notification on the screen that person has dropped out of the match, but you doesn't throw for the match for you, but now you as one side are burdened to control both characters. I mean, granted that would suck, but at least it would be fair, right? But
That would make sense. That makes sense. One person gets lagged out, the other person gets full control of both characters.
yeah, so that would solve my worry right there if that happened.
I
If
feel
were to-
like
that
they
was
would probably
implemented, I
implement
wouldn't
something
be
like
worried
that.
at
You
all.
don't think? Or they would just make a strong enough netcode where they don't have to worry about that.
How do you guys feel about fighting games only allowing LAN connections?
Fighting game tournaments or
Ethernet
fighting games?
connections?
No, I'm talking about the game itself. Don't let you go online with the Wi-Fi.
That would kill the game. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
that
to
would
say,
kill the game
Heartless.
because a lot of people,
You
a
basically
lot
would
of
be
people use
taking
Wi-Fi.
away a large portion of your casual audience. A large portion.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
hardcore
What- I
audience,
agree.
they're cool with this.
What if
But
they
you-
added a LAN only ranked mode?
Maybe.
Because you wanna try or split both of them. So split the
Again, the
Wi-Fi
player pool would
and
be really small still, so I'm not sure.
probably you
I
might be
don't
right,
know.
Jerm.
I
Because
hate to let
especially-
everybody in the chat down, but Cash has already, he and I have already discussed trying to be partners in this game when it comes
Pretty
out.
much, because I'm gonna be, man. This is giving me strong Marvel vibes, bro, and
I'm
I
picking
am
this up,
going
guaranteed.
all the way in with this one. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Hey,
I'm gonna let y'all know right now,
X Element is going to be repping this game. I'm looking for players if anyone
bro.
wants to
Echo,
play. 'cause
Echo, and
we-
Yasuo are 2 of my favorite characters so far that I've seen. This dude is insane.
This dude's
Yasuo is
sick.
insane.
Who was that?
Who? Echo. He was Echo. That was Echo.
Yeah, he was sick. He's sick.
Yeah, but this Alohi or Alohi or whatever.
Yeah,
her
he
Miles
name
has
is,
Morales.
this mechanic
I
where
really
he
like
can
her.
basically jumps back to where he can leave
Like
an
Tracer.
echo of himself and just goes back to it, bro. It's insane, bro. He's nuts. He looks very stylish, and I love stylish characters.
What do you guys think the opening roster for this game is going to be? I'm going to say 24. I think
I
it's
got
going to
no
open with
clue.
like a 24 team roster, 24 person roster, something like that.
That was
somewhere around
sick.
there.
Bro, you saw that?
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, she looks fun.
Bro,
She
every
looks-
character looks amazing.
Hold
bro.
on. Yeah, okay. So there's 2 characters came out.
Yeah.
That's an assist.
So yeah,
obviously, right?
you can call assists or you can call them out.
yeah, just
So when
like
you call an
Marvel.
assist, when you call an assist though,
The character,
you
no,
obviously
it's an assist.
it's
So-
automatic.
yeah, so I
So-
don't have control. I still won't have control until you call
I
me
see,
out.
I see.
So the
I
way
see.
I've heard this described is hand v hand. So you call the other person out, and then the other person has to confirm that, and then the other person comes in.
Is
That's
that
what I've
true?
heard. It
That would
described
make
as.
sense. That would make
They
sense.
called it hand v hand. So like one
Mm.
person initiates like I'm gonna come in, and the other player initiates like I agree that you come in, and then you do something.
Oh, not the
you know?
assist though. You're not talking about the assist because the assist wouldn't make sense. I wouldn't like that for an assist though.
Yeah. So
I
that's
don't
where-
like that for any of that. I think that
Yeah.
they should have a button to call you in, and it's automatic. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
It's just your job as your teammate to say, "Yo, I'm calling you in." That's it. That's how I look at it. Or you practice so much to the point where you're
That's what it
going to
should be.
know when it's time for you to hop in. You know when your teammate's about to call you in.
Let's just imagine we both detect that this is a cash out combo, and the cash out combo requires a tag in.
Right.
Well,
Like,
I
we should be
think-
ready for that.
I
Exactly.
think that could also deal with the
That-
lag
that
issue
comes down to
I
practice.
described earlier too. So if you're calling your person in and then they confirm that they received, like they want you to come in, it kind of eliminates that whole situation. You know what's gonna happen.
We
at
should be
any given
talking
time.
to each other though. That's the
know?
thing. It's like I should be in a like VC with him.
Right.
Yeah, I bet.
If I were to play this in a tournament, right? He would be standing right next to me, and now I have a mechanic in the game that makes me ask him the question that I would just say to him verbally while he's
Verbally,
sitting next to me.
It makes more sense for you to just say it. It's way quicker to verbalize something as opposed to do a handshake mechanic. No, the handshake doesn't make any sense.
I
don't
really
think
Consumes
that's
frames.
exactly-
That's the thing to me is it consumes frames.
Yeah.
I could verbalize it in the beginning, right before I'm about to do the combo. I can just say, "You ready?" And then I go into the combo. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know.
I really like the way this game is turning out. And
Bro,
by the way,
I'm pretty sure this game's
there's
gonna
a
go
beta
crazy, bro.
coming out later this
I have
year.
so much faith.
They,
I
al-
have so
they
much
did
faith.
also announce at EVO Japan they are accepting now applications to participate in the beta. So get on that.
I already
guys.
signed up.
You
I
guys-
already signed. I signed up
Yeah.
months ago when they made the announcement.
yeah,
I even
so get
posted in
on
the
that.
Discord. So I don't know if you guys saw that.
He
but
looks
it
he
was
looks so
a few
fun.
months ago.
She looks like a set play Marisa, like with all these tentacles and all that stuff. She looks like a great time.
Is
Like,
she 6
I'm
foot
ge-
8 though?
Like Yuri and Marisa if they were all combined into one character.
Is there chip damage in this game? I'm trying to see.
Doesn't look like it, right? That's all.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
looking at. It doesn't look like there's chip damage at all.
Dude, she just did the pizza cutter. Did you see that? She did the zero pizza cutter.
This is so bro. I'm very impressed with this game. I can't wait to see. And it's coming out next year, right? We're not getting our hands
Yeah,
on this game until another
2025.
year.
Coming out in 2025.
Fudge, bro.
I'll definitely be participating in the beta.
When is the beta coming out? Beta coming
Well, the
out
beta is
sometime
only
this
for
year.
PC though. They did announce that the
Man.
beta is only going to be available for PC players, but it will be available for console. But the beta that they announced, or the one you're going to sign up for, is for PC only at this time.
Yo, even that character, I don't know his name, but he looks crazy
Samurai?
too. Yeah, not the samurai. Yeah, he's Yasuo. That's who I'm telling you. I like. But I'm talking about the other big dude with the axe. Is that an axe that he got?
That's Darius.
Darius. He looks dope.
He's one of the OG League of
League of
Legends
Legends characters. Yeah, he looks cool too, but I don't like slow
Yeah,
characters. I
like,
like rushdown
Out of
characters.
League of Legends characters, there's only a few that I know. Obviously, everyone knows.
Yo, you saw that
Jinx.
what Echo
Everyone
did just
knows-
now?
Everyone knows Lux.
He teleported, bro. You see that? He pulled
Yeah.
he pulled himself back. He made an echo of himself, you see, and then he popped back
Yeah.
and started the combo again. Bro, I love that character. Love the character.
Straight up bruiser
Yeah,
battle.
that sub out is
So
kind of
cool.
crazy. Nah, bro, definitely Heartless. That whole tag mechanic is gonna be fire.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's all about practice. We're gonna have to.
Yo,
just
Cash, are you
practice
willing to
combos.
sit in a practice range with me and literally just keep repeating the tag team
Bro,
combos?
bro, are you not hearing what I'm saying to you right now? I'm all in.
Okay.
See, this game right here is gonna take esports, competitive esports, fighting game esports to the next level. Having two or more people that you can go with, have a good time with, build a camaraderie with, support each other in your development of the game, so you're not feeling alone while you're having to grind out, all these different things. This is gonna take esports to the, this is
This is
gonna
so
make
fun,
fighting
bro.
game esports so much more accessible to everyone. It's really gonna take things to the next level.
This
This
game
is the future.
gonna be incredible, bro. I'm looking
This is the
forward to it.
future.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. In other news,
All right.
that
On
wasn't
to
the last of the
big meaty
podcast. We have
news. I
the
know we've
biggest
been
news
at
for
it
this
for
week,
2 hours already. We haven't got to the meaty news.
right?
Yet.
The biggest news this week I'm pretty sure a lot of people tune in for. Um, this whole Helldivers debacle. Germ, before we get into that, so let me explain. Recently, Sony made an announcement that Steam players would have to sign into or create a PSN account in order to continue playing Helldivers. Starting when? I don't remember. I think so at some point this month, right? Can you? I don't remember the date
It's going to
exactly.
be starting tomorrow, actually.
Starting
It's going,
tomorrow. Wow, that's very fast. I
but
didn't expect that.
you have until June 4th to link an account. If you don't do that by June 4th, you won't be able to play the game.
All right. So yeah. So now people are very like fans of the game who've already put a bunch of hours and also spent money on the game are pissed about that. Germ, what are your thoughts? And then we could go to Heartless. What are your thoughts about this situation?
Well, I don't understand why it wasn't from the beginning with this having the account thing. According to what I've read in different sources, it looks like the game was just so popular that they weren't ready for everyone to sign it and make the PSN accounts and stuff. And now they are, and now they're having to backtrack on that because the game was so popular.
Not only that, I feel like they didn't. You're right, yes, but they probably didn't bank on people caring this much about this whole thing either.
Yeah, and I also maybe they didn't. Maybe they weren't planning to release the game on Steam at all right from the beginning. You know, because it being a PlayStation exclusive game, maybe they put it in Steam because they were afraid the game wouldn't be successful. You know, and but it was more successful than they could have ever anticipated, and now here we are.
Honestly,
you know?
had it not been for Steam, I don't think this game would have been as successful as it was.
Yeah. I think
That's
this is a
my opinion.
testament to the power of Steam, Helldivers as
Look
a
what project. Look what
platform.
project's saying.
As a
I
platform.
hope they bring up that it was put in text ahead of time, but never brought attention to it. So they told us they were gonna do this.
Yeah, it was in fine
well,
print.
according when you purchased the game, it said at later you would have to create a PlayStation account or at least have a PlayStation account, and then they went back on that, and then they allowed people to play, and now they're coming back and saying now you need the PlayStation account
Because the game is so big.
So, for me, like me being a PlayStation gamer, this does not really affect me at all in my enjoyment of the game because I don't play on Steam. But I can understand why people would be upset of having to create an extra account that they didn't need before, you know? So, but I also find it a bit hypocritical that we're coming after Sony with this when other companies like Xbox, Epic Games, Microsoft,
Activision, Blizzard.
Activision, all these. In order to play COD, you have to have a Battle.net account or whatever, right?
Overwatch, same
Blizzard
thing.
Net or whatever. And
if you're gonna play Titanfall, you need an EA account. Ubisoft games, you need Ubisoft to play those games as well.
But
This is
that's
what's
annoying
needed.
to me. How
Just
many
a bunch of 'em.
how many different accounts am I gonna make at this point?
This reminds me
I
of Cable.
I can't
But
even
this
keep
is
up
the
with my
state of the
accounts.
industry, though, so it feels weird that we're coming after Sony only. And it just feels like we're coming after Sony on this when this has just been the state of gaming.
Here's the thing. I
for
feel
a
like
long
it's
time
how they
now.
handled the situation. It's
Yeah.
more about the. You know what? Yes, it was also consumers' responsibility to read the fine print, but at the same time, it felt like they didn't. They try not to make it a big deal because they felt like they probably knew it would have
I don't
deterred
agree
some
with that.
people from buying the game.
I don't agree with that.
With what?
I don't agree with that.
What
You
with the
said it's on the
consumers?
consumer to read the fine print, but when you have transactions that happen so often that they become that there becomes a standard model for that transaction, people become accustomed to specific things. It's like if I go to a baseball park, I buy a ticket, you assume in the ticket if you get hit with the baseball, you can't sue the park, right? Now imagine all of a sudden they throw in crazy things you were to never expect in the fine print of that ticket. Well, you would expect, okay, if I get hit at a baseball park with a baseball, I should expect that. That's become a part of the standard practice of buying a baseball ticket. But the other stuff that you guys throw in there, why would I look for that when I already understand the standard practice of buying a baseball
I agree with
ticket?
what you're saying,
that's fair.
Heartless. I haven't even another analogy to pile on top of that. Like, say I go to a chicken wing place. and they charge me for the wings. And some places most places they give you ranch or whatever, right? But then this place like, no, you have to pay for the ranch. It's like they're like, oh, well, if you would have told me that right from the start, I would have gone somewhere else. So
I mean,
it's
the thing to me is like, it's like we all have become accustomed to buying games. We don't need to read the fine print
Fine
when
print.
buying games. You know what I'm saying?
But
It's
that's
like,
where
I
they
give you my
hide most of the shit, though. That's the
I
thing.
know, and I think that's kind of like when you come out with outlandish stuff, and then your
Mhm.
consumers are pissed about it, and your response is you should have read the fine print. I look at that as predatory behavior.
Agreed. I totally agree with
Yeah.
that. I totally agree
yeah.
with that.
So
But it's also
I
our
think
responsibility to make sure that we are
We don't
reading
read
what
the
we are
fine
getting.
print
We
because
don't.
it's a
We
$60
definitely
purchase.
don't.
Because it's a $60 purchase. You
Mhm.
screw me over. Okay, so what? I won't buy your products anymore.
Yeah, that's
Y-
exactly what would happen.
You
well,
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
there's one more aspect to this that I want to talk I want to address is like people that are upset are review bombing the game, and I really genuinely want to ask this question, like what the hell does review bombing a game that has good gameplay do? It doesn't accomplish anything. Like if you're upset over something like this, aim your anger right at Sony itself. Stop buying Ghost of
So
Tsushima on Steam. Stop buying all these other games like Horizon and all these other games that are coming over to Steam. Just block out Sony as a whole.
so I
You're forcing your anger in the wrong place.
exactly. So I said that I made a video recently about this very topic, and people were calling me shields in the chat and a bunch of other stuff, and I'm like, I don't think you guys listened to what I said exactly. I'm not saying I'm defending Sony. I'm defending the developers of the game. I have an issue with people attacking the developers of Helldivers because I feel like it's misplaced anger, right? But there's also recent events that I have now learned that they are actually encouraging the fans of the game to review bomb the game. So Sony,
This is confirmed.
yes, it is
There's a
confirmed.
lot of content creators
Yes,
that have
in
been saying
hopes
to,
that
yeah.
Sony will reverse this decision.
But see, that doesn't do anything. All it does is actually hurt this game
That's what there's,
itself.
but that's what they want to happen. That's what I'm saying. The developer itself, like Arrowhead, the developer of
Hold on.
Helldivers, is
Let's fast
encouraging
forward
people.
3 years.
Hold
Let's
up,
fast forward
Jerem.
3
Hold
years.
up, hold up. The developers of the game is encouraging the fans to do that. So they don't care
That's
about that.
playing
They
with
want
fire there. They
they
may not
want
get.
Sony. They want Sony to reverse it because they're on the side of the fans at that point.
Shout out to this developer for being so bold. They have this like Dungeons and
Exactly.
Dragons
So
style
when I
bow
learned that,
tie,
I'm like, yo, I gotta give
Like,
them props for that shit, bro.
yeah.
Like
They
they
were
don't care
really
about the
bold
money at
moves
that point.
there.
Imagine if Sony just removes the game entirely. And says
And
But
it's not.
back
It's
on
not.
back on my point there. It's like the all you're really doing is hurting this game for the future of the game. So like let's fast forward 2 years, 3 years.
But
Those reviews are gonna remain.
but no.
And
But here's the
say if
thing,
there's
though.
someone on the fence about buying the game that may not know about the game, or maybe came late to the party, or maybe just got their first console or just got their first gaming
But
PC, and then they're gonna try to buy a game, and they're gonna make that decision based upon reviews. They may not buy it now because the room was.
But no,
review
if people
bombed
actually read the
unfairly.
reviews, you can see exactly what they're talking about. And if that's the main topic of what they're talking about, then they'll understand why.
I think
And they're on Project's point here, like yes, I would want people to know that someone did me wrong, but not by this method. I would do it by using my own platforms, my social media accounts, this podcast, etc., to voice those opinions. So I can actually tell people how I feel about it, and it doesn't directly hurt developers like this game that had nothing to do with this decision. That's the point that I'm making.
No, that's the point. That's where I was.
they're gonna be on the right side of
it-
history, though.
First, that's where I was
Yeah.
the first time when I heard that. But then when I heard that the developer is actually supporting this, I mean, what am I going to tell them? Oh, don't do this. This will hurt your game. I think they know it will hurt their game. That's the point. They want to send a message to Sony not to do this, right? I think it's
Sony
very
has
noble of them
all
to
the
do that,
power
but
here. They
also
don't
it
give
makes
a fuck
them
about
look
that.
more favorable in the eyes of fans. Why I say that? If they were to make another game, right? You don't think fans are going to support them?
People
Because
have to realize Sony, while it's a big company, has its hands in so many different areas of the entertainment and technology industry. Gaming is not their probably primary moneymaker. So, it's like you're not going to really force a company like this to do anything they don't want to do. And let's all be real. Let's
I
all
mean,
speak in
yes and
reality.
no, because we still ended up with the Snyder Cut, so I can't say that. I can't fully agree with that. If
So
they
I will
realize that
say,
they're losing money, because now Steam is actually allowing the countries that won't have access to this game anymore, even if they've played it over 2 hours, can still
Yeah,
get their refund, which means
that's the
Sony is
real
losing
injustice
money.
here. Is people that fell in love with a game now they can't play it.
Right. So
That's the real
Sony is
injustice here.
losing money. They will. I think they would have to take this into consideration. That's just my honest opinion.
Yeah, and that is really, really an injustice about half the world or over half the world no longer has access to a game that they enjoy. They're really enjoying playing with people, making friends with people they may never get a chance to interact with again. It's really, this is not what gaming is about. This is not what multiplayer co-op gaming is about. It's supposed to
No.
bring people together.
Exactly.
I'm gonna hit you guys with another perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I go to turn on Helldivers, right? And then I get met with a message that says you must create a PSN account. I am so lazy that I'm closing the game out and turning Street Fighter on. I'm just letting you guys know this. I'm literally gonna say no, thank you, and I'm turning on Street Fighter. I'm gonna plug in my hitbox. I'm gonna lean back, and I'm gonna call it a day.
Now, I'm a little biased because I already have a PSN account, so it's not going to be as much of a big deal for me. But again, here's the thing. Here's the kicker, though. I haven't played Helldivers since the last patch because I'm unable to play the game. So, again, this doesn't even affect me.
That's get your money back, bro.
But I still,
It was given to me as a
don't
gift, so I can't
understand
get
what
any money back
review
anyways.
bombing
Oh damn.
outside of what you said, Cash, about the
Mhm.
developer wanting us to do it
Yeah.
actually accomplishes. I really question that.
You
I
say
really
you don't
do.
see what it accomplishes?
I question it. That's all I'm saying.
No, I know what it accomplishes. It 100%
It
lets
sends a
the
message.
consumer know. It sends a message. It lets the consumer know. Okay,
They have control.
so
Well, it takes me back to what I said a second ago, where yeah, sure, you may not play this game, but I'll still buy Ghost of Tsushima, and I'll still buy Horizon, and I'll still buy all these other.
We don't
pieces
know
of
that.
yeah, but that doesn't matter though. That doesn't matter though because now at least Sony knows, and not just Sony, all the big companies know
Mhm.
that you can't get enough voices together to not
Well,
let.
that's what I'm saying. The most effective discourse in this situation would be to stop supporting Sony games, period. Not just this game, but Sony games, period. That is what will really ring. You're affecting all bottom lines at that point, and
Sure.
Mhm.
and that would
I get what you're saying.
that's what would ring the. If you're trying to make the biggest stand, that's the way to do it.
And I think
I
this.
think
Go ahead, Heartless. Go ahead.
I
And
think
from a
that this
PlayStation
one game in
gamer, I'm
particular.
just saying, you know, if I was a
Heartless, go
fan
ahead.
of this series, I would do that. I would
I got
stop
you.
buying PlayStation games, PlayStation published games.
I think that this game was so successful that review bombing this game in particular, it sends a message.
It sends a message.
It sends
for
a
sure.
message. If you try to fool with us, we do have access to. We do have access to letting people know.
Yeah, I feel like.
And you're not gonna get people to stop supporting Sony altogether. But
Mhm.
all you need is one game for Sony to be like, oh wow, consumers can get together.
Yeah, because
Consumers can
eyeballs
get
are on
together.
this. So this is
Eyeballs
actually
are
the
on this.
best. This is the best one to go after.
No, it's saying it's the lowest hanging fruit, I guess, way to handle this situation. But I'm saying that the
Well,
most
there's no other
impactful
way. How else are you
would be
going to
what I
appeal
just
to
said.
Sony?
Stop buying Sony published games.
Oh, all
Period.
in
Yeah.
general.
Horizon,
That's
God
not
of
as
War,
easy though.
all of them,
Yeah,
and
but that's
that
not as
would
easy.
it's a big task, but it would be the most impactful way to make them stop even, not even think to make a decision like this again. You know?
Reaper, welcome
But
in.
I think they're gonna the decision is gonna still happen regardless because they're launching that new overlay for PlayStation for PC, right? So I'm pretty sure it's still gonna happen. It's just this was just poorly handled.
Yeah, very poorly handled. And
It
again,
benefits
my
mostly
hearts
benefits
really go out.
PlayStation. It benefits
hearts
mostly
really-
PlayStation players than it does
My heart-
actual Steam players.
Yeah, my hearts go out to the people that can't play a game that they like now. It just really, really hurts.
My
it
main
really hurts
issue
my
is
opinion.
if they had planned all this out from the beginning, then why did you sell the game to people who you know won't have access to your
the
game in
game.
the future?
Exactly.
Being curiosity here.
Did you want to just take their money? Did you want to take their money to build up assets and resources to do other projects, and knowing that you're gonna have to give that money back in the future?
Here's
and
another
they should have
thought.
known. You know, we and Cash were talking about it earlier, where this feels like monopolizing behavior. These companies don't give a fuck about their customers no more because they control interests in so many. They have the controlling interest in so many areas of our lives.
Here's the thing too.
And I don't like that. You
when
know?
I
Like,
when I was researching for the statement because Sony made a statement, I still can't find it, and I went to their website, and there was no discussion about any of this happening on their main website, on their blog, on the Sony blog. It's almost as if this is not happening. There's no discussion about it. There's nothing.
That points to the monopolizing behavior. These companies don't care what their customers or the consumers think. If we were not in a state like that, you would be mad about upsetting your customers because you need your.
You would issue a statement.
Yeah,
and I
at
know
least
there was
something.
a
You at least
statement.
say
I just
something.
can't find it. I cannot find it anywhere.
You would at least and if you have to make a tough call like this, you would at least
Also,
justify it. That
here's
goodwill.
another thought,
like
guys.
did earlier, that good faith communication, to let them know what's happening,
But here's another thought. Here's another thought. They want to create new accounts to give the impression that there are more people now on the PlayStation platform. So they're trying to boost their player base.
They're trying to boost. I think it also helps
Remember,
with
they're
their
going to be considered
shareholders.
active viewers, Heartless, because they're playing Helldivers. They're going to be
Well,
active PlayStation users.
170 countries though, Cash, can't play the game now. How does that help your player base? I don't
It
know
helps
what
Sony. It helps Sony.
It helps
Because
Sony.
when Sony has to report to their shareholders that they're growing as a platform,
At Q1 and
year
Q4,
after year, you have to show that you have more players.
Exactly. There's going to be an increase, and that's what they're going after. That's their bottom line.
So, as a company as big as Sony, when you go to report to your shareholders, being a company, if you retain 1 million players a year, you're actually losing. You have to grow by an X amount % per year to maintain being a top competitor in these fields.
It's like Phil Spencer said: is
And
either
I also
you gain
wonder
more
if
or you
Sony
charge
wants
more.
access.
Charge your current player base. You're either
and
gaining more players or you're charging your player base, your
And
current player
if
base
you've ever
more.
signed a user agreement for any other like Capcom game, Activision game, whatever, Blizzard game, whatever, they usually say that they have you create these accounts so they can offer you products and collect information about your gameplay and stuff like that. And as of right now, Sony's probably not getting that information outside of PlayStation players. So, they're probably trying to get that too. They're trying to get your player data so they can use it to future develop games. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But the way Sony has done this is really just really bad, And the way they could solve this right away and without this uproar would be as if they attach this making the PlayStation account to a free cosmetic of some kind. If you got a free cape, if you got
That's
free
cool.
this, if you got something like that from making this account,
Yeah, but there's no
one
benefit
would
in
have
people
even said
signing up for it.
anything.
You're right.
Outside of the 170 countries losing their ability to play the game, nobody would have said anything. They just
Why
accepted
does
their
170
moved
countries
on.
can't play PlayStation?
It's not
Why-
170 countries. There is I think they said there was over 170, but only 69 out of that 170 will get access to play the game.
Yeah. So see, it's a lot of that's more than half. Wait, that's about
Yeah.
half. Oh, wait, 100. Yeah, it's about half the world. More than half the world now can't play.
Okay,
Helldivers.
okay. So I'm seeing. Okay, so here's a couple things, guys. I'm thinking that video games are no longer profitable for companies.
We've
Not like
seen
the way they used
layoffs.
to be, for sure. I think that there's way too many hands in the money of like by the time the game hits you, it's gone through publishing, it's gone through
So much
development,
overspending as well.
it's gone through. Okay, you make it on Unreal. Unreal takes it takes a percentage of that. It's gonna be on Steam, whatever it's on. There's gonna be a percentage of that. You spent millions and millions on development. So now these companies are like, yo, how are we gonna get money? And I think that the way they think they're gonna make money is if you is through subscriptions and stuff. You want to increase your player pool so that when it comes to reporting to shareholders, you're increasing year after year, and then your stock goes up. Because if you're not making money on the actual product, you need to be making money through the purchase of shares.
Like what Project just said here, Harless. The players, there were some countries that PSN accounts are just not available.
Yeah, they're banned.
In order to
PlayStation,
use-
PSN
in order
is
to
banned.
get one, you would need to use a VPN, and
He's saying they can't register for a PSN account without a PlayStation 4 or a PlayStation 5 in their country.
Yeah, Sony did
Or
say
you
that
would
to
need
them.
a-
You won't be able to do it without that either. There's also
Or
that.
you would need
So
a-
is PlayStation banned in those countries, or if you get a PlayStation, you'll be able to play this game?
Some countries PlayStation are banned, and then there's that situation where you have to have that to make the account.
you would
which
have to
it doesn't
use
make
a
any sense to me. I don't
VPN
even know
in
why
order
that is.
to make a fake account, which essentially is breaking the terms of service using a VPN, I guess. So,
Yeah, so if they find
Um,
out, they can ban you, which essentially you're gonna lose access to that game again either way. So might as well just go out
think
on your
about
own
that
terms.
from a consumer perspective. You spend money on something, and now they're saying, just kidding. We're just gonna take your ability right to play it away.
This
that
is just
sucks.
this was just a stupid move for them to do in the first place. This is my opinion.
It feels the
This
most
should have been optional.
unnecessary move in gaming history. This
Yeah,
really feels like
this
that.
because you know what it is. They realized that there was so many player base that they don't necessarily have control over. This is on a totally different. Yes, it's their game, but it's a totally different platform that they have no control over.
Yeah,
That's
like
what
I
this
said,
is.
if this would have been attached to a free cape, no one would have been none the wiser.
You know what else would have made this nice and smooth?
What?
You know how when you sign on to Stream Elements, it says sign in with Twitch, and you just click your Twitch and you give access?
Yeah, that would have
Imagine if I
been.
could sign into PSN with my
Steam.
Steam account.
That would make
with
more
Steam?
sense. It was
Like,
that
what-
would be it. Or just link your bro. It'll be done. It'll be done. It'll be done.
It would just be done.
Be
That
done.
being to the point, Battle.net is by far the most annoying service to deal with, just for the record. I hate dealing with them. I don't know if anyone else sympathizes
Bro, I
with me
hate the
there.
fact that I have to sign into like
Like,
5
that is
different
the
fucking
most-
accounts to just play 2 video games. I'm sorry. I'm annoyed by all of it.
Battle.net is the most. If you lose your password or if you have trouble with your login, you might as well just not even play the game at that point. You're gonna go around for 2 hours trying to just get in your game. It's so annoying. I hate Battle.net.
Yeah, bro. Man, listen, man, I don't know what to say to y'all, bro. But again, chat, what are your thoughts? If you guys want to share more about your thoughts
Waiting
on this
room.
whole situation, yes, exactly. Hop in the waiting room and share your
Waiting room
thoughts.
is-
If
the waiting
anybody
room
wants
is
to speak up.
open. If anyone wants to say anything, has any opinions.
If you
I
feel
know
like
that was
we
a lot
haven't touched
referred
on
to.
something that you want to talk about this particular issue, you have the floor.
Closing statements I want to say about the Sony thing real quick is I think this is really a disgusting habit by the gaming industry of them releasing products and then them changing them at a later date to try to force features on us. They should just give us those features right from the start. Don't release the product until you're ready to release these features. And shout out to communities like the Halo community, Killer Instinct community, communities like those who have stood by and have stopped these kind of things from infecting their games. So
Speak-
we all need to have that mentality of like we're tired of this and we won't allow it no more.
Speaking of the Halo community, just as a quick segue, they're working. So the Halo Infinite Forge community is working on a Helldivers game, basically a Helldivers mode within the Halo game, and it's called Hell Jumpers, and it looks pretty incredible so far. What I've been seeing. Apparently, they're gonna drop gameplay video at some point this month. I want to say May 10th ish. They're gonna drop some gameplay for it. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So, yeah, there's that. And Heartless is a new Halo guy, so shout out to Lord
Yeah,
Hades as
I
well.
He's addicted.
So I hated on Halo, and my chat called me out for it. And then I found out the Master Chief Collection was $10. So I was like, if I'm gonna hate on the game, I might as well have some knowledge about it. And then we decided to run it in Legendary difficulty, and that became a challenge in itself that kind of stimulated my brain.
So that's
And
what
now
people
we're
are
go-
saying. Sorry, go ahead,
What do you mean?
Heartless. No, I'm reading what Lord Hades
all
says in the
I've
chat.
heard, Heartless, is that you're button masher through the cutscenes. That's what I've heard.
I don't think so. First of all, we missed two cutscenes in the playthrough. One, my brother he was getting used to my keybinds, and I guess he hit a button, and it cut through the cutscene. Then they restarted the level so they could watch it. And then at the end of that level, there was a cutscene that apparently I was sitting, and I don't know what happened, but the cutscene skipped, and they blamed me.
Wow. But yeah, so Helldivers are just ODST from Halo, which are often referred to as Hell Jumpers in the lore. So you see, that's why they call it Hell Jumper. So there's actually a lore meaning for the term Hell Jumpers.
Is there there's a connection between the two universes? No way.
No, there's not, but that's
It's
what
just
they
like
call
a
a
homage?
coincidence, I guess, a strange coincidence. But that's what they call the ODST in
Well, I'm sure there's
Halo,
inspiration
Hell
there.
Jumpers.
I'm sure.
It's definitely. I feel like it now. It feels like it's definitely some level of inspiration because they kind of do look like ODST. Helldivers do kind of look like the
So,
ODSTs.
to give everyone something to think about, we're probably going to be talking about in the next time we have this podcast is, Xbox is doing their Xbox showcase on June 9th. So I'm sure there will be, if anyone's into Gears of War, if you're looking for some Xbox release
There's
news,
it's rumored. There's no confirmation yet, Jerm.
well,
Rumored.
we're in the rumor section of the podcast, right?
Right.
Got you there.
Right.
There you go. Got that, like that segue, right?
Right.
Yo, Jerem, I'm not gonna lie, that was slick.
Mhm.
That was slick.
Anyway, yeah. So June 9th, there's supposed to be a plethora of release news about Xbox.
But yeah, rumor report. This is the rumor mill, guys. I want to have different sections. So with the rumor mill, I want to have a special button I press and say rumor mill or some shit like that. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
You gotta have a soundbite that flashes on
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah.
Rumor.
Yeah, but yeah, we could definitely do something like that. But anyways, that also is a rumor. That's something I talked about this week.
I got an
as well.
idea. I got an idea.
What's that?
You can hit the rumor transition button. It brings us up to a rumor, a scene,
Mhm.
and it'd be like a newspaper background in our
Oh yeah, that's dope.
and our
news reveal?
images, our video feeds will look like newspaper.
Yeah, cutouts. I could do that.
yes.
That's very simple.
Think about it,
How
man. You know
about,
what?
how about some kind of fake news graphic? Fake news. That's still a tune. People still say that.
Yeah. So yeah, the rumor mill situation is, guys. So yeah, I hope you guys are liking this entire podcast. If you are, make sure you go hop over on Apple, Spotify, all of the above, and go like the podcast. Make sure you give us 5 stars. Go follow the podcast on YouTube as well at youtube.com/gameractual. We will really appreciate it. We're trying to get
Give us that 3 thumbs up.
yes, please,
Mhm.
please.
And don't
We're
review
still
bomb us.
working on
Don't
some
review
stuff.
bomb us, please. We actually need those. We need those reviews.
Right? Yeah. So yes. No review bomb, please. But we're gonna also be posting a lot more shorts on the channel as well. I'm liking the response to the shorts, so there's that. But anyways, back to the rumor mill. One of the biggest rumors is about the PS2, the Switch 2.
A lot of Nintendo news this time.
A lot of Nintendo news in the rumors this time. Jeremy, you want to talk more about your
Let's see. It's probably the first. So some news coming out on the Switch a sequel. Out of mopepad.com, they are reporting that the new Switch is it looks like it's going to continue to use the Joy Cons and the Pro Controller, so it looks like you may be able to use your old Joy
Yeah,
Cons
it
on
supports
it.
it.
So
Apparently, it does.
so that's pretty cool, and it'll allow backwards compatibility with any physical Switch game, so not any digital ones. It's saying at least that's not confirmed at this time. Well, obviously, it's a rumor, so it's nothing confirmed.
Mhm.
And according to the reports, it says the new version. Joy-Con has a larger volume, and the sliding rail constructor is going to be with magnets. So instead of them sliding on, they're going to stick there like magnets. So that seems like
I think
pretty
that's pretty
cool
cool.
innovation.
Mhm.
So and then according to this, it says it's gonna have a USB-C port, so you can dock it. You don't have to put it inside that dock to make it on your TV. Apparently, there's just a cord now that you just plug it in to wherever it is in your
Forgot if you
TV.
guys want to read that directly. I just posted the link in the chat.
And yeah. So overall, it feels like basically just a better version of the Switch. At least
Yeah,
based upon this rumor, there doesn't appear to be there's
I want
no
to know what the
hardware
exact
specs
specs would
to talk
be.
about, but
They should
it
make.
seems
I
pretty
would.
Um, I'm excited. I'm excited for a better Switch because like I like my Switch, but it's also like there's only certain kind of games I can enjoy on my Switch. Like it would be great to have a Steam Deck level powered
Bro,
Switch. I would
I
be
don't see
so
it as a
behind that.
high-end console. I'm sorry, I just don't. It seems like it's a fun console, sure, but I don't see it as a high-end console.
The
Am I
Switch
Right.
making
too.
sense?
When we had Reaper
The
on, he
Switch,
was
the
talking about his
Switch.
Steam Deck.
It's
That
not.
I really put that on my radar. I think probably my next big console purchase might be a Steam Deck because I like taking games on the go. You
Yeah,
guys have heard me
it's a
many
nice
times say that.
utility console. I think the Switch. The
Yeah.
Switch is a very. It's a great utility console. Like
Isn't it
Yeah.
the highest selling console of all time?
yes,
I
but
don't know
it's
about
not. It's
all.
still not high end. I don't. I wouldn't consider this a
But
high
but
end console.
but
It's
you
not a
know
very
it is
user
high end.
friendly experience.
You think
Like
so?
you to connecting to the Wi-Fi is a pain in the ass, and then
That's
it's
not
like
why the Switch
using
is
any
fire.
apps is a pain
It's
in
not
the
why it's
ass.
fire.
The
Yeah.
fact
Not
that you
why it's
can bring
fire.
it on the go.
It's the fact that I can prop the kickstand, put my Joy-Con up, and my boy can grab his controller. We can play this anywhere. It's on. I could bring it to a picnic.
All right,
I
let
could
me
be in
let
the,
me let me rephrase that. It's not a very powerful console.
It's not a very powerful console.
No, it's not.
You're getting like 30 frames a second.
Bro,
Yeah, but like I said, it's not very. I would like there to be more power in it so I could play other games. I feel like I'm limited on the graphical I limited on the games I put on there because of the limitations in graphical quality of the platform. I stick with basically the Nintendo cartoony looking games, like that one we showed earlier, that platforming lifestyle
mhm.
one. Like those are the games I limit to my Twitch. Like I haven't played Zelda on there because to be honest, it's I don't want to play it on that inferior of an experience because I don't have the type that docks into the TV. I have the light, so
Mhm.
I
and
see.
so I want a Steam Deck powered Nintendo console. When was the last time Nintendo had the most powerful console on the market? 64? Nintendo Super NES? It's been a long time. It would
Probably
be
the
great if.
NES. They haven't had a super powerful console. I don't think that's what they're trying to do though. They're just trying to make
I mean,
fun games.
Sega has always been kind of more powerful from them right from the go.
Yeah,
So I
but
guess
where's
they
I
Sega
never
don't
now?
think
had that.
I don't think kids can determine whether or not they're
They
playing
don't
a
care.
60 or 30.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. So that I think that and Nintendo knows their market at this point. That's what it is. That's what
Yeah,
it
they
is.
got me. They got me because of the mobile aspect of the gaming.
But you
That's what
grew
keeps
up with
bringing me
Nintendo.
back.
You grew up with Nintendo though.
Yeah.
I think that Nintendo. I think I have a theory that Nintendo's entire business model is based on making characters the most popular pieces of IP across the globe. So they don't need to make the most powerful games. They just need to make enough catchy games of Mario because
I'm
they
gonna
Right.
want
take that one
Mario to
step
be one of the
further.
most profitable pieces of IP on the planet. They can sell Mario clothing, Mario movies, they can sell Mario merch, and they
Mhm.
can do that with every one of their characters, Link, Peach, and they can just goes on and on and on and on and on. So they don't need to be the most powerful video game console creators on the planet. No, they need
Mhm.
to be the most consistent with nurturing their
Their IP.
IP.
Mhm.
Their IP. It's their IP.
I'm
you
gonna
know.
take that one step further, Heartless, and say Nintendo makes eye candy games. Anything that they make is just beautiful on the eyes. It looks great. The animations are great. It looks great from a bright color, cartoony perspective. It all looks really good. It's all eye candy. It's basically anime, but in game form, and I like that. And they are really masters of the user experience in their games. Like their music's always great, the colors always pop. It's overall they do a really great job there and a well polished experience for
Right.
the most part. So they're really good. They're masters at that.
Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
Um.
So yeah, that's exciting news that there might be a new Twitch. So to add on to that, the
Switch.
next rumor is we
Switch,
have
not Twitch. Let's not get it confused, guys.
for the Switch, we have some games in development for the Nintendo Switch. It's rumored that there's a new Persona game that Sony's working on for the Nintendo Switch. A game called Jet Set Radio, a Crazy Taxi game,
Wait.
Golden
Pause.
Axe,
Pause. Germ.
Streets of Rage, and Shinobi.
Whoa. Stop. Germ. Do you not know what Jet Set Radio is?
I'm not familiar with that name.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
God, bro.
What is it?
He's fired. You've been relieved. from your
Oh
duties.
my God, bro.
Because
said
I don't.
When he
he
said a
said there's a-
game called,
He's-
I knew
a game
exactly.
called Jet Set Radio. He's like, there's this game out there that they
I've
released.
never heard.
a
I
thing.
have never heard of
Has
this.
anyone heard of this Jet Set Radio? I was like, what?
Yo, I feel like Heartless and I did it at the same time. We were like,
This better not be a platformer. If I'm getting ragged on by a
It's-
platformer,
it's not a platformer.
I need a
It's
platformer.
not.
it's
Okay.
a very
It's not.
hyper stylish. Think Tony Hawk and find me another game? to
Tony
compare it
Hawk
to.
and Kimberly from Street Fighter met and had a baby.
Pretty much.
Okay.
That's what Jet Set Radio. Jet Set Radio Future is awesome, bro. It's an awesome game. So yeah, Jet Set Radio Future, Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Shinobi. Those are all the games that were recently announced
Sounds like
by
all Sega
Sega.
titles.
Yeah,
Sounds like
no,
Sega's
no,
doing
it's
some
Sega.
work.
So Sega is working on those games. So it's not only going to be on the Nintendo Switch; it's going to be on other platforms as well. Because they recently made that announcement. I think it was the last. I think it was the Game Awards. It was the Game Awards. They made an announcement. Either Game Award what was the most recent like gaming event that happened? Was it the Game Awards?
The gamer actual podcast.
It was some
Okay,
other
well,
event.
shame
but,
on me for not knowing that game. But the
yes, shame on you. But we love
Shame
you.
on all of us
No,
for
but
hosting.
the rest of that list though is pretty fire. Like Golden Axe, I love that's
Golden
a great
Axe, yeah.
franchise.
There's
Streets
also a
of
TV
Rage,
show of
I
Golden
love
Axe in the
those.
works, by the way. Shameless plug. I did a video about
When
that on
was
my
the
channel
last
on TikTok.
time-
Go follow it, please. Thank you.
When was the last time I saw it of an arcade? You saw Crazy Taxi on the Dreamcast. Rest in peace.
Apparently,
Dreamcast.
you want to hear the kicker, though? Apparently, Crazy Taxi is going to be a AAA game. I don't know why, but hey. That's what Sega said. Crazy Taxi
Okay,
is
so
going to
what
be a
does that mean
AAA
in
game.
terms of that franchise? Like all you do is drive around and pick people up.
That's what
Eventually
I
it's in
said.
an Uber.
That's what I
You
said.
know?
That's what I said. How is this going to be a AAA game? I feel like these
They-
companies throw those things out there now. It's like a buzzword now. A lot of these companies just throw them out there now just to like make people's ears perk up. Huh? AAA?
Am I going to be able to, pick up a hooker and then kill the hooker like GTA now in Crazy Taxi? Is we going that far with it? Like it's,
Bro.
it's out of
Yo,
control. out
even
of
with
control.
Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones is not a AAA game, guys. You know what Skull and Bones is, Heartless? Jerm? You guys know what
Single A?
Skull and Bones?
Skull and
No,
Bones, we
it's
know about that.
a quadruple A game.
Is it?
It's not even
Quadruple?
triple A. It's quadruple, bro.
They don't say
I
that.
love that game.
I
back
swear
in
to
the
God,
day.
they did.
And shout out to Simpsons Hit and Run, by the way. Like
Yeah.
they were the
Heartless,
greatest.
I swear to God, they
that
did. Go Google that. Google it right now. I want
that's
to see
crazy.
your reaction. That's what they said. That's what the developer said.
Yeah, I just said the quadruple A game, and the first thing that came up was people's response to Skull and Bones. The world's first quadruple A game. What does
Ver-
that mean?
What does that mean? I'd like to know. Inquiring
Quadruple
minds would
A.
like to know.
Okay. Well, depending on how it comes out, it could be a triple F game because if the game's not good,
To fail
like
all
Skull and
across the
Bones, that
board.
game was not good. So
Bro, I wanted to love that game, bro. But I was looking
Look at-
for more as well.
I'm on Reddit. What's
Mhm.
the definition of a quadruple A game? They go down and break down how a new developer called The Initiative was working on a game called Perfect Dark. Skull and Bones has been in development since 2013. It's the first quadruple A game by Ubisoft. And then top comment: buzzwords for non-gamers to make their stock look sexy. Ubi stock dropped nearly 20% since the 9th, the day of the beta, I believe, despite
Wow.
S&B being a load of shit.
these
Wow.
are like when you go to a restaurant and they're trying to sell you to a steak and they're like, oh, it's mouth-watering, it's this, it's that. Like,
It's pretty
get
much.
out of here.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they do
the
that
cookback
for. I
there
think
does
it's more
not-
for investors than it is for actual gamers.
I think it's also to signal to gamers to get them prepped up to pry their wallets open.
Well, it also could be an American thing.
Not
like,
only that, it's an
like, you
advertising
say
thing too.
AAA,
Think
that
about
means
it.
like Major League Baseball kind of things. Then maybe they're trying to connect with the what they think Americans connect with from a verbal.
No, but think
perspective.
about it though. It's also an advertising tactic because look at us. The game's already out. The game already flopped, and we're still fucking talking about this quadruple A game. That's what they wanted. They wanted attention.
Stuff like the PSN account. Is that what they do to get us talking about games again? If
No, 'cause that's
gameplay-
hurting
if
them.
Gameplay starts dropping
I
off.
would.
let's do
I
some
wouldn't even
controversial
think about that one,
talk
but that
about
one's hurting them.
Um, oh, man. So yeah, that's exciting news for the Switch. I'll probably, depending on how quickly it comes out, I'll probably buy it pretty quickly because I'm on the fence if I'm gonna buy an powerful Switch or buy Steam Deck. I'm on the fence. So
No, you buy the Steam Deck.
You ever notice PSN sounds like pissing? This is coming from Lord Hades. I'm done. I'm done. I think that's it for the
Pissing
show,
off
guys.
the board.
That's it for this tonight's show. Good night.
Whoa,
that
whoa,
was a
whoa.
lot. That was a
I
lot.
know,
that
I'm
we
playing,
just
I'm
went
playing.
through.
I got things I gotta get off my chest.
I know. But I'm just saying that was wow.
Heartless, could I ask? Could you do a shout out to Glitch Energy and a discount code this time too, if you don't mind? Glitch Energy, if you don't
It's actually
mind.
funny you say that because I got thirsty in the middle of the podcast and I
Alright,
needed a
saw
drink,
that.
and I popped one of these open.
All right. So
as you
before
guys
that,
know-
the question of the day, because we didn't get to the question of the day. Does
You got it.
Helldivers deserve the backlash it's getting? Again, I'm gonna ask that
Yes.
question again, guys. Does
Yes.
Helldivers deserve the backlash that it's getting?
Yes.
Okay, Jerm.
Straight up, no. It's Sony that deserves a backlash. I was pretty clear.
Exactly.
about that.
That's I'm on Jerm's side
It's a
with this
hard
one.
no for me.
I
Nah,
don't think
it's a yes for me.
Helldivers.
PlayStation came out and said they aren't going through with the update. Danny, welcome in. Listen, I think they definitely deserve the backlash they got simply because they sold to countries. They had planned out in advance that they were going to force this on people, and they sold to countries that they knew wouldn't get it. And
But was that
I don't
their
like that.
decision or was it Helldivers' decision? That's what
you,
I'm saying.
you as a developers developed Helldivers, and
Mhm.
you're going to release a game, and now you know your boss is asking you to sub to people who are not going to get to play your game, and you allow that to happen.
But we don't know
I
the
don't
full
know.
details. That's why I'm saying that.
And let's
we don't know
apply
the
that
full
same
details.
concept real quick. I know that we're after the show, but real quick. Let's apply that concept to something like medicine. Let's say I have a medicine and I'm giving it to the world, and then they decide, oh, we don't want to give it to these parts of the world, or it gets banned in a certain part of the world. What if that medicine saves lives? It's like
Helldivers is not saving lives. my
no,
friends.
I'm just saying, like, why you can't do this to customers. You can't do this as consumers and give them this kind of stuff. You either just I don't like it. There's no one breaking any laws here.
You know what?
No one's lives in danger.
I'm gonna
Let's
go
play the game.
50-50. I'm going right in the middle here. I feel like yes, Arrowhead should hold some of the blame here. But most of it should go to PlayStation. Is that fine?
Straight
Is that fair
Sony.
to say?
Yeah,
Straight to
they
Sony, man.
backed up. They backed up though. They're not going to force us.
Is that confirmed?
Is that
Where's
confirmed?
We need that a confirmed
Let me
source on
double
that.
check that. Sony.
But yeah, so like I'm saying, like as consumers, we have rights, and
Backtracks
we can't be
Helldivers. Let's see.
we can't be
20
getting
minutes.
stringed along
Sony
by
is
these companies.
walking back Helldivers 2 controversies account changes. That is actually confirmed 8 minutes ago.
go.
Okay, updated.
What a waste of a podcast.
Wha-
What a waste of a
What a
podcast,
waste of
guys.
3
They were
2
like,
hours
yo,
and
let's
48
let them
minutes.
finish. I'm gonna let you finish on some Kanye shit.
Let me get
I'ma
my
let you
last
finish.
2 hours back,
Yeah.
please.
So they're
Please.
definitely
No,
well.
Harless,
there you
you're
go.
looking at it the
Sony has
wrong
dropped the
way.
reveal. Let me read this
You're
out
looking
real
at
quick.
it the wrong way, Harless. Our audience made that happen. We willed that into
No,
existence.
Helldivers fans definitely did that. That was
Yeah.
based. So it's posted. They just posted it on Twitter as well. So, all right, Helldivers fans, we've heard your feedback on Helldivers 2 accounts linking updates. The May 6th update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network accounts linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30, will not be moving forward. We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2,
Hades.
and we'll keep you updated on future plans.
Okay, I guess review
Hades
bombing
said
does
it best.
something.
Hades said it best. Review bombing sarcastically was a horrible idea. Sarcastically.
All right,
Sarcastically.
it does something, I guess.
I think
But-
no, I just simply think that
Mhm.
when it comes to video gamers,
Yeah.
the culture of video gaming has become so strong that the gamers are not stupid. They are able to communicate with amongst themselves and say, "We don't like that. Let's make this change." And companies are being forced to look in the mirror, and I like that. a
You
lot.
know,
Right.
good. Like you can't be pushing around your customers like this, and shame on companies for even thinking that they're able to make these kind of decisions.
But again, it goes back to
So-
what we were saying earlier, though, Jerm.
The system
we,
works.
we, the customers, the consumers, have the control. Because if we don't buy your product is nothing.
Yeah. And I don't mean that from like an after the fact. We should remember this in situation. So the next time, Sony's pushing a game out, like Stellar Blade, for example, it's popping off right now. Like, or whatever, any game, like fuck Tony right now. Like if they're gonna be like this company like this, like why are we supporting them? And I feel the
We're
same way
not-
about Nintendo as well. With
Yeah.
the
We're
way
never
they're-
gonna get on Disney if you keep swearing.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
I
I
mean,
feel the
right?
same way about Nintendo.
I'm like, what the fuck,
so-
bro? Come on.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
But
I just had to do it.
like, power to the people. Seriously.
That was amazing, though. That was good.
Yeah.
I'm glad they walked it back. But earlier in the podcast, we should have a flashback. Jerm said, what is that going to accomplish, Jerm?
There you go.
You were
See,
stat
Make
corrected.
2
that-
hours
make that-
later.
make that-
2
make that-
hours
make that the
later.
clip.
But that was good, though, bro. That was good.
Make that the clip. Make that the clip, and that'll be what sells.
Actually, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have that part where you're talking about, and then we're gonna put the same 2 hours later.
No. You know what it should be like.
What?
You know how the video gets transparent and then all the different audios begin to like bleed over each other, and then it just hits.
And then
with
be
the-
sure
with the
and then
crash.
put that article up on the screen. Well, Sony reverses decision. Dun,
Right,
dun,
the
dun.
slowly just comes into focus.
Yep. There you
That's
go.
some funny shit. That's
Or
some
you could
funny
put you do the whole the end of Titanic scene where it hits the iceberg. Helldivers is gonna get into the iceberg and all of a sudden it veers away.
That was funny, bro.
That was great. Seriously, like what a waste of 3 hours, guys. I'm just kidding.
Right? I wouldn't
But,
say it was a
yeah.
waste. It was still a good discussion.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's
but
to me it's really
I
cool
stand
to
by
see
what
even
I
be
said, though.
engaging in these discussions with the.
I stand by
The
what I said,
community,
though.
the
What do you-
community. Everybody was actually, sharing their opinions and thoughts, and I love that as
I
well.
stand by what I said, though. We need to give that same energy to any other developer that tries to do this in the future, or just stop boycott Sony altogether.
Yeah, someone came in at the top of this podcast and he said the same thing. Yo, y'all better make sure y'all keeping the same energy for Xbox and Ubisoft and all these other companies. And I still don't know
Yo,
who it was.
But they don't sell games to people who they know they're gonna have to refund in the future. It's like, why did you take my money? Do you okay?
Right.
Do you,
Right.
is this
I
like
agree.
Well,
what's
I
that guy's
said
name?
I said it earlier, Heartless. They've hidden that kind of behavior probably behind a cosmetic. You just like make the account, and I get a free skin of some
No,
kind,
but
and
they
you don't even
still.
notice.
It's not like Microsoft
Mm-hmm.
releases a game under their publishing, allows people in Pakistan to go purchase the game, knowing damn well, okay, we just received $800,000 from the country of Pakistan, and that's all gonna have to go back. But why are we gonna take it? We're gonna take it because it puts money in our pocket. Money is a resource that we can use to invest further and to get more money. And then when we have more money in the future, we're gonna roll back this thing, and we're gonna roll this thing out, and we're gonna be forced to give everyone their money back.
No,
I'm
yeah,
not saying that's
because
exactly what they thought
Sony
about.
fumbled the bag here hard by
Yeah.
not launching this right from the start. Right from the start.
Yeah,
Don't release products until you're ready to put
or
them out. in a
don't
way
make
that
it
makes
available
money.
on Steam for people you know you're gonna have to refund the game to.
Again,
Yeah.
all of this could have been avoided if they didn't make it mandatory. And again, now they're walking it back. So it's like again.
Or they let me just create a Steam account, but by hitting a link with create a PSN account by hitting a link with Steam button.
Yeah.
Sign in with Steam button. The same way I go to sign into Stream Elements, and all I have to do is click.
You know I can do
sign
that
in
with
with
Xbox,
Twitch.
right? I can link my Steam account with Xbox. Just
But
from
this
my
is a
Xbox.
trend we see throughout all industries where people are not releasing products in finished states. Look at this fucking Cybertruck that just launched. It's been
Yeah,
recalled
but
already,
we can say we hate that all we want, but when they release Power World at early release at half the price, we all love that.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're gonna give me an early release game, but
How many
but
years
don't charge me
now?
full percent.
How many
Don't charge.
years now have we been talking about 2XKO? It feels like it's been forever, you know?
It's been
For
a
me,
while.
it's been
They've been
8
taking their
months at
long
least.
time cooking this game up, and then hopefully when it releases is a finished product. You know, like there needs to be that, like releasing games in finished states.
They
releasing
weren't gonna
products.
refund them. Helldivers, they weren't gonna refund these people.
Originally, I don't think so, or they were. I don't know. They originally were on. I don't know. They were looking into. I don't know.
I didn't know.
But that releasing about not being able to available in certain countries, that's pretty recent news. That came out just today, I think, or yesterday. That's pretty recent news.
Hmm.
So, so it's like we're reporting live news right now. We've become a live news podcast.
That's actually pretty dope, though. That's the first
Yeah,
time
it's
we've done
cool.
something like that, so that's fire.
We
I
were
like
8
that.
minutes late. Danny, we needed you 7 minutes earlier.
Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Look at CP
Say Project
2077.
hits it right on the nose here. People keep buying this shit, so they're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
Project,
true.
seriously.
you buying everything, Project. And Germ over here, practically.
Yeah,
sending
definitely.
them-
Yeah.
I only buy a few
Cyberpunk
games
definitely
a year,
did that shit.
guys. I only buy a few games a year, and I'm very selective in the games I actually.
Yeah, but you
pick.
send them a tip with every game purchase.
So this is my quote tweet. This is proof that us as the consumers have the control.
And that's just the way it is.
We have consumers have all the control in an economy. Seriously, we do. Especially when it comes down to things that are not essential. There's nothing essential about playing gaming, you know?
It is.
So we
It's
have
good
all
for my
the
mental state. I'm gonna be real. I'd be one of the most on-edge bastards you know, bro, if I didn't have video games.
I feel it. I feel it. I guess you could say that's why I take my Switch everywhere. I always have to have it's always in the backpack. So yeah, I could say the same for me. Always got to have some kind of stimulation wherever I'm going.
Right. But yeah, guys, that's it for the podcast. That was an amazing show.
Was it time for
Yes,
my,
please, please,
It's
Heartless.
time.
you
It keeps
guys know I'm gonna
time.
hit y'all with the affiliate links before I forget.
You could do two.
Shout out to Cash and Germ, the absolute best co-hosts that anyone could ask for. These conversations just keep getting more and more natural. These events keep getting more and more fun. The community keeps showing out, and we keep having great conversations. This goes without saying, but I appreciate all you guys. Cash and Germ put a lot of hard work into making these things happen. I'm really just here for the ride. And and we're gonna get into the affiliate links. Before I forget, it was actually a coincidence. I did end up drinking some glitch energy drink throughout all this, throughout this episode. Shout out to my guys at X Element, my team, and shout out to my guys at KXI, my content creator team. If anyone is interested in glitch energy drink, you can check them out on their website. And if you use the code X Element, it helps everybody involved. And then we have the official affiliate links right here. First one being Origin PC. And this is like the 10th, 11th time I've done this now, so let's hopefully not drop this. Are you guys trying to build the ultimate gaming PC? Then look no further than Origin PC. They're an award-winning PC building company, whether you're a gamer or a professional gamer. Origin PC has you covered. Check them out by clicking the link in the show notes or the description of this podcast. Also, this is an affiliate link, so any qualifying purchase will result in us getting a commission at no extra cost to you guys. The second one we have is Fanatical. Looking for the ultimate gaming experience without breaking the bank? With GameFly, you can rent discs hassle-free, dive into unlimited gaming, and snag great deals on used games and movies. Use GameFly to check out games you're not so sure about, and once you decided, you can buy it outright at a discounted price or send it back with no problem. Want to pause your subscription? Not a problem. You can do that at any time. GameFly makes it easy to check out games on your terms. Just click the link in the show notes to get started. Any qualified purchase will result in us getting a commission. It costs you. And the last
only be
one.
doing that if I have to make a PSN account, just for the record.
And the last one is Fanatical. Fanatical is your one-stop shop for over. I knew it. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's all right.
You're fine.
We was
You're
close.
fine.
We was close.
Oh, yeah.
Fanatical is your one-stop shop for over 1 million passionate gamers like you. Whether you're craving the latest AAA titles or quadruple A titles, apparently, whether you're hunting for indie gems or searching for incredible deals on your favorite games, Fanatical has you covered. With a massive selection, unbeatable prices, you're sure to get your gaming fix met. Just click on the link in the show notes of this podcast and let's make us rich. Just kidding. I love you guys.
But
So
yeah,
the
also,
Heartless can buy his
we're
Funko
serious.
Pops.
Yo, one day the wall behind me will not have just one
Yo,
Funko
look,
Pop.
we all know what's gonna happen, right? You're gonna a jury's gonna win that second $1 million, and there you go, wall full of Funkos.
all right, y'all. That was an amazing. Again, that was an amazing show. We had some great ass conversations. Just now.
3 hours of my life.
3
We'll
hours,
never get
bro.
back.
But it didn't feel like 3 hours, did it?
It never does. It never does.
Never does.
And I don't know if you noticed, but this podcast, we deviated from our main topics more than any other one is because we just, over time, we keep getting more and more natural with these conversations
Mhm.
that we just transition ourselves from topic to topic.
It feels like
Right.
a lot of the topics they tie into previous things we've said in previous podcasts, and it just naturally goes there.
I think
you know?
that is gonna that's gonna constantly happen though. It's gonna continue
Yeah.
to happen. But yeah, thank you guys again. We'll see you guys next week for the podcast. We don't know what's gonna happen in that show. Well, we might have a special guest next week.
Nice. Let's go.
So we gotta start getting some female guests on here. Just saying.
Yes, I would
Yeah, we
love
need
to,
some
but
female
it's
representation.
I don't
I
know who to
personally
reach out to.
know-
If you guys know any
personally
female
know-
streamers, just let me know.
I personally know the very first female that graduated with a game business and esports degree. I personally know her.
Then bring
That's
her
sick.
on.
That's
What-
sick. What?
What are you
Oh,
waiting
she's
for?
the first woman ever to graduate with that degree. She graduated 2 months ago.
Jerem. Jerem.
Yeah.
Cash and
what
I
are
are
you waiting
always
for?
saying we want to get more women involved in what we do.
Yes, we've been saying that for a long time. So it's always
the
dope
gaming-
when we get females to come in here and just.
gaming
We
industry
didn't even want to
needs more
expand the
female
KXI team
Yeah.
until we found a woman. We wanted a woman to be on our team, but
Yep.
they're hard to come by. They're hard to come by.
Mhm.
There's lots of them out there, but they for some reason they don't want to be right in the front. You know, they don't want to be right in the.
They don't have to
because
be in the
it's kind
front,
of bro
but-
code in a lot of gaming
Mhm.
circles, so like it's tough for them.
We got to do better, guys, to create a safe space where women feel comfortable in gaming. I know a lot of women who hop on these games and they'll never.
That's
turn their
exactly
voice
why,
chat on.
Hades. Women are way more resistant because of weirdos.
Yes. Yes.
And
Especially in
I
the
totally
esports
get that, but
world-
at the same time, I'm like, but I'm not a weirdo.
especially in the esports world,
It's just-
females are really treated not good. Like if
Mhm.
you're a female, you're already treated what you're
Listen,
extra
bro,
weird.
I'm a
and it's
married
not
man with
cool.
2 kids. I'm not. I don't
And
have
first
time
of
for any
all,
that shit.
at any type of LAN event, like what the hell, like can some of these folks? Do you use soap when you shower? Like, what the hell, you know? Like, we need to.
That's a big
what is
conversation.
that-
That's been a conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation. And that's
Why
keeping
does
the
it
ladies
smell
away,
bad at
too.
Evo?
No, Evo's not as bad, but it does get hot and sweaty though. It's like a summer.
I.e.,
so be ready
fellas,
for that.
wash your ass, man. Good
No.
God,
The one thing,
I'm
the
trying to
one
be
saving,
sexy at Evo, not smelly.
the
bro.
one saving grace though, the Evo's really big. It's not like you're all crowded in this tidy space. It's pretty big now, so you have space to move around. But for the most part, yeah, it does get pretty. Depending on who you're standing in line with, it can get a little wild. But the saving grace though is Smash is not at Evo. There's no Smash players at Evo, so
You guys haven't seen our Riot game. You haven't seen
Nope.
the shit they deal with. How am I supposed to pull these cosplay ladies smelling like ass? Wow, facts though. That's
How am I
actually facts,
supposed
though.
to pull the Stella Blade chick?
Right?
dude. Speaking of which, at Evo, all cosplay has to be fighting game related, so there won't be no Stellar Blade girls dressed at Evo.
They don't let
stop
people.
that
They
shit
don't
at
let
the
people
door.
just wear whatever they want to wear.
Typically said when you got your ticket and when they advertise about it, all cosplay has to be fighting game related.
Do they let
Stellar
Sonic
Blade's a
Fox show
fighting
up?
game. She fights in the game.
Do they let Sonic Fox show up with his cosplay?
That's his brand. That's not a cosplay. It's different. But like, if you were to dress up like Laura Croft, they would be like, no, that's not welcome here.
To be in
It
Grand
has to
Blue,
be-
my
it has to
boy.
be fighting game
Stop.
related.
I don't like that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be
All
over
right,
to Pinksy?
Yeah, this is that. Who told you that?
I seen him go live like an hour ago.
No, but who knew? Why did you? I already had it in there. Like I already
I
had
mean,
it typed.
Hey, we have.
Are you
we
get
have
out
to
my mind,
support our-
Hollis?
I'm sorry.
I because I looked. I'm like, is he seeing what I'm doing right now?
What I'm wondering to see is how many people are gonna pull up dressed as their Tekken customization. Like, how are you gonna fucking prove that shit? You know, you're just gonna be wearing whatever, you know. But whatever.
All right, y'all. Much love. Appreciate y'all as always. We will see you guys
Absolutely.
next week. I'm streaming tomorrow, by the way, guys, if you want to pop in here. And also, I have a sub goal. If I get to 45 subs, I'm giving away Neo 2. So if you guys want to do that and help me grow a little bit, I'll do a giveaway, whatever. I'm also we're doing Neo 2. If I also have a stretch goal. So if I get to 50, I'm doing 2 game giveaways. I'm doing Neo 2 and Callisto Protocol.
Are you gonna make me get a PSN account after I win?
Maybe. Who knows?
That's
You already have a
crazy.
PSN account. You don't have to worry about that, Jerm.
I see how you do business.
That's crazy.
But yo,
Good night.
I will catch you guys later. We will catch you guys later. Have a good night.
Shout
Much
out to
love,
Sony.
much appreciation.
Thank you to the audience. Great
Peace out,
energy.
guys.
Shout out
You
to
guys.
Sony for real, for them to listen to that's unprecedented, bro, for them to listen to their audience like
Yeah.
that. So
And Nintendo, take notice. Your
Nintendo,
fans
please
wanna-
listen. We got 5 seconds. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.
Bye. All right.